Yeah, motherfuckers, y'all ain't ready for this shit.
Welcome to the channel.
You know what time it is. Grab your chains, grab your smoke, grab your drink. Flex. Entering class, mucho caliente, bienvenido. I flex re-earnings, hitting the blunt and we sipping the drink. Donning the crown and the juice like a ray. Wild and rowdy, them boys bout it. Too hot for TV, them hoes wouldn't allow it. Keep the round table surrounded with kinfolk, and if you ain't down with us, chupo mi huevos. Entering class, mucho caliente, bienvenido. I flex re-earnings, hitting the blunt and we sipping the drink. Donning the crown and the juice like a ray. Wild and rowdy, them boys bout it. Too hot for TV, them hoes wouldn't allow it. Keep the round table surrounded with kinfolk, and if you ain't down with us, chupo mi huevos.
Roll up a blunt and pour up a shot. Don't really give a fuck if you like us or not. If you're looking for the new, man, you hit the jackpot. If you got your over 19, then we got the booster shots. Fam has thugs and the fam knows top side. You know about them all, gotta give your boy props. They ain't wanna let me in, so I broke the locks. Walked in the spot and took over shot.
So hot, it's ardiente, divine, balance, intiente, sipping, act, guardiente, execution is dulcemente. Still on top, that's why the envy. To the toy game, we bring the content. Keep our chicks just dressed ranche. Welcome y'all, Sabado Gigante.
Entering class, mucho caliente, bienvenido. I flex re-earnings, hitting the blunt and we sipping the drink. Donning the crown and the juice like a ray. Wild and rowdy, them boys bout it. Too hot for TV, them hoes wouldn't allow it. Keep the round table surrounded with kinfolk, and if you ain't down with us, chupo mi huevos. Entering class, mucho caliente, bienvenido. I flex re-earnings, hitting the blunt and we sipping the drink. Donning the crown and the juice like a ray. Wild and rowdy, them boys bout it. Too hot for TV, them hoes wouldn't allow it. Keep the round table surrounded with kinfolk, and if you ain't down with us, chupo mi huevos. You ain't down with the family, then chupo mi huevos. Beat you black and blue like I'm Henry Cejudo. Never thinking about haters or you fucking putos. Si yo quiero, te ayudo te pido. You ain't gotta bow, just hand me the crown. I keep coming hard like a dick in your mouth. A gentleman's flow, I was raised in the south. Got man, please pass me the weed in the brown. Spell my name out on the Ouija board. Dance around pentagrams drawn on the floor. Till candles flicker and lights go out, and then will emerge the holy dark lord. Eating the flesh and guzzling sin. Jesus and Cass back at it again. Flex with the fam at the end of the week. Neighbors be hating, that comes with the bees. Baptizing flames, you built for the beat. Doing it since you was pissing your sheets. Never stop until we make you bitches say Deo. In the name of the Father, hasta luego. Entering class, mucho caliente, bienvenido. I flex re-earnings, hitting the blunt and we sipping the drink. Donning the crown and the juice like a ray. Wild and rowdy, them boys bout it. Too hot for TV, them hoes wouldn't allow it. Keep the round table surrounded with kinfolk, and if you ain't down with us, chupo mi huevos. Entering class, mucho caliente, bienvenido. I flex re-earnings, hitting the blunt and we sipping the drink. Donning the crown and the juice like a ray. Wild and rowdy, them boys bout it. Too hot for TV, them hoes wouldn't allow it. Keep the round table surrounded with kinfolk, and if you ain't down with us, chupo mi huevos.
Oh, the damn button was off. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I must have clicked the button when I pulled the microphone out here. Shout out to everybody in chat. Bruce Banner in chat. MIS1. Prophet Director. MCDJ ACDC. Jeezy Creasy in chat. Big M. Steve O. What's up, man? That covers everybody. There we go. Now we've got sound again. Yeah, I clicked the, like, I guess when I grabbed it, the little blue button right here cuts it off. So when I grabbed it, I hit the button, man. Man, I'm sunburnt like a motherfucker today, y'all. I'm at 85% health. We actually had a fairly full work day today. So hopefully tomorrow I'm back to 100% health. Just sunburnt now. Shit, man. Today was a hot one. Ooh. Shit, man. Shit. Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the link up too, man. See if anybody want to jump in. I'm I'm gonna try to make it stretch till 12 o'clock, man. My voice is still kind of worn from the past couple of weeks of illness. Got a break from the kiddos tonight. They're over with their moms for a day or two here. Get a little breather. Yeah, better than 50. Yeah, amen. Anything over 50 is better. That's for sure. It's been rough. Bruce should be at 85 tomorrow. I think I should be back almost at 100 tomorrow. Bruce is running like a day behind mine, I think. There you go. Who wants to see the D? What's up, man?
What up? What up?
R.I.P. Bruce Banner.
Goddamn Bruce.
Uh,
What up?
man,
What
that
up?
son whooped my ass.
Yeah, I was pretty tired.
That son whooped my ass today, boy. My skin is on fucking fire.
Oh shit! Damn, it was only at 3. So just when we got off, there was a shooting at an elementary school.
14 people so far, and a lot.
18,
How many
18 kids and 3 adults.
killed?
Yep. When we got off, it was at 3.
They said there's many that were gravely injured.
I wonder if that's part of what.
Yeah, the numbers there's a bunch of kids in intensive care, man.
That's fucked up, man.
It is.
How you shoot up
He
the
shot his
police?
grandma. He shot his grandma before he went in and did the shit.
That's a pussy motherfucker right there.
Yeah, I was talking with Naj, and she was like, they killed him. I was like, damn. I was like, they should have. I was like, they should have had a fucking flamethrower and set his bitch ass on fire. She didn't know. She thought it was a high school. She thought it was high school kids. I was like, hell no, it was elementary. I was like, these some little innocent ass kids, man. The shooter was a high school. He was 18.
Bitch ass.
Yeah,
That shit's lame as fuck.
it is, man. It is. Yeah, at 5 p.m. That's when I was around 5, 6 o'clock is when I was talking about it. And they were saying 14 kids and a teacher, but they say many were gravely injured. So
Yeah, when we got off, it was just 3.
that number is probably going to keep growing through the night, man. They said he had an AR-15.
Damn, boy.
Yep. Yep. Pussy ass dude. He's dead now.
Damn.
We can only hope that there's a hell for people like him.
Well, if there was, shit like that wouldn't be happening anyways.
His one death is not gonna make up for all them little kids, man. Oh, my bad. Steve-O, what up, man?
Yep. Here's the one ball that I got.
Oh, you just opening it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did not buy this, y'all.
That's how he gets off on it. If they're gifted to him,
I didn't.
if it's gifted, it's okay.
My ex gave it to me, and I'm sure she stole it. Well, not sure. I know she did.
What up, Jay
But
Holla?
that ain't got shit to do with me. Oh, man. Oh, what is this? Hold on. Something I have not seen. It looks like a a register with the it's a motherfucking register with the with like the conveyor belt.
Oh, really?
Okay, yeah, I can get down with that.
Is that the mini brand or Disney?
The mini brand.
Oh, okay.
Then I got a bacon. Oh, Kim's over here. Miniature bacon bits. I think I have one.
I've got one.
Maybe it's you that has the bacon.
Well, actually, my Asia has it technically. She does the mini brands.
Maybe it'll folk. Man, what the fuck?
Yeah, that dude, that school shit, man.
Yeah, that shit's fucked.
POS. He's a POS, a piece of shit. He's a fuck boy. He's a dead fuck boy now. Ravage, man, get down, bro. Get
Ooh,
down, Ravage.
I got a box of chocolate moon pies.
Oh, shit. We can't hear you, Steve. We can't hear you. This is my first Delta 8 for the day. Man, I just shook that headache. You remember I told you I had
For
a headache before we got off? I just shook it
mm,
like 20 minutes ago.
I got another Chupa Chups. Well, this is a different one.
Okay.
And
MCDJ said thanks for your cell phone number last night. We still can't hear you, Steve.
I got a pack of Dum Dums.
Didn't you have that already?
No, I got the container, like the gallon container,
Oh, okay. Okay.
but this is just like the bag of them.
Okay.
Oh, okay. This is the stickers for that register. I'm gonna put that shit together. I hope it's nothing like the shopping cart, man. That shit was ignorant.
That shopping cart ain't that hard to put together, man.
Yeah, but it doesn't shitty, man.
You got to
It's
glue it together
goddamn shitty.
once you get it together, you got to glue it.
Basically.
I don't even know how to act. It's so damn quiet in here.
What, they sleep?
No, they with their mama.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, she at 6:30 after being contacted at 8 a.m. Hey, and then got mad at me. They got mad at me. No, actually, so I made contact at 4, and it was kind of thrown out there that she was gonna get them. So I waited until 6:30. Or I waited till like 6. No, I waited till 5. It was 5:45. I was like, man, if you ain't gonna come and get them, then we're cool. I'm about to take them out to eat. And we're gonna go shopping or something. And then I went to go. I went to go do that closet light real fast. And while I was down there doing the fucking closet light, she's like, I'm on the way. I was like, no, man. I was like, I told you to call before you left out. I was like, I'm not ready for you to come. And then she got all mad at me and shit. Talking about I'm bullshit. And I was like, I'm bullshit. And I hit you
Bitch,
up.
I've been waiting on you all day.
I hit you
Fuck
up
you
8
talking
o'clock.
about?
Yeah. I was like, I hit you at 8 o'clock this morning. So who's bullshit? So I hit you at 8. Then I hit you at 4 again. Like, ain't nobody gonna sit around twiddling their thumbs waiting all damn day for you to get whenever you're ready. So you made it clear. You made it clear who you care about. Sam, Lone Dragon, and Sam. You know where the mystery flavor dum dums come from? Is when they change the syrup. Ah, I didn't know that. And Sam says he's uploading his show segments on YouTube.
They said they're gonna call you, Steve. Oh yeah,
MCD, he said he's so quiet tonight. I'll just call him.
this shit's way sturdier than the shopping cart. Like the pieces actually click in.
Oh yeah, Sam. If you're just starting off, man, you gotta. I think you gotta hit 50 before you can stream live, and you can only upload
But you
segments.
can stream through StreamYard though.
Yeah, you can use StreamYard to go anytime you want to. But as you as your channel gets a little bit more going on, you'll be able to upload bigger videos and stuff. I can't remember what the specs were, what numbers you had to hit for certain lengths or whatever. But I do remember when I
Mm.
first started out, it was shorter videos. Because you remember I had to do I had the Xbox red light repair. It was like 6 parts I had to do for that shit because they wouldn't let me put the whole thing as one video. Now I've got enough subscribers I could have the whole video.
You put the whole porn up.
Yeah, the whole porn of how to fix them red lights. I watched a couple minutes of that The Man That Fell to Earth.
Yeah, what'd you think of it?
Looks interesting, man. It
I
looks
like
interesting.
it.
Yeah, so far it looks interesting. Basically, I got I ain't gonna spoil. Never mind. He's at the
I
pawn
watched.
shop. He was at the pawn shop right before I started the show here.
Oh, okay. I watched. I'm caught all the way up.
How many episodes is it?
I think right now it's 4 or 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks interesting though.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
So is he like from another? Is he from another planet or another dimension or
He's from another part of the universe.
that
He's not even
overheard?
from the same. He's not even from the same galaxy.
But they overheard shit going on here.
No, so like they explain more why he's here, how he knew about this place, because there was someone else here before him.
Ah, okay, I got you.
There's someone else here before him that was trying
Okay,
to.
I think we're gonna hear you now, Steve. Steve, we hear you. I heard you say, "Oh crap."
Can you guys hear me?
We hear you.
Oh, okay, now I can hear you guys. My whole audio was all fucked up.
I heard you say, "Oh crap."
Oh yeah,
That was the first confirmation.
yeah. No, it just I don't know what happened with my mic. I had to reset the computer real quick.
Oh, we got Ron's kneecap joining in. What up, man?
Stopping by real quick.
Oh, what up, James?
Oh, I'm just chilling.
Are you driving while streaming?
I am not. I am at work on break.
Oh, okay. All right, that's okay. Then.
Yeah.
James.
I'm not gonna lie. It's my sleep schedule is completely gone now, but I'll be all right.
What? Because of the job? What shift you work?
Third?
What was that? 12 to 6?
No, that's 6:30 in the afternoon. 6:30 in the afternoon to 5 in the morning.
God damn.
What are you doing now?
I work at Amazon.
You get a discount on
Yeah.
Amazon purchases?
Huh? I pack the orders.
I'm saying, can you
Damn.
get a discount?
Yeah.
My dog, man. So,
Really, you get a discount? I worked at Amazon. I never got a discount.
Yeah, you get a discount, but that's only in like All right, so you get like a 10% discount and $1,000 worth of purchases throughout the year.
What?
That's the discount.
So you save
Yeah, that's what
$100 on 1,000 spent.
basically.
Hey, so
Mm.
I need some filament, man. What's good, man? I cash app you. You order me some filament and send it to my address.
I mean,
There's,
honestly, did you know that you could come to the fulfillment center to pick up a package?
Uh-uh.
Yeah,
Really?
there's the
yeah.
register.
If it's like
Oh, that's
if
nice.
you live really close to one, you could just go pick it up at the fulfillment center.
Huh.
Well, if it's being packaged close to you, but yeah, you can.
That's what's
I
up.
meant the one in Appling.
Hey, do y'all have filament already at y'all's? Like, huh?
We would. I haven't seen any yet, cause yeah, I haven't seen any filming yet. Like, I think the coolest things I've had so far is a couple gear watches, some Galaxy phones, and some gaming headsets. That's about it.
How long you
But
work there?
I mean, I just started Sunday. It's like $17 an hour.
Shit, that's good.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I literally put everybody on. Malik's finna start here. Haley's finna start here, and her brother's finna start here.
Ooh, man, you'll be able to sneak. You'll be able to sneak packages home too, man.
Mm-mm.
Uh-uh.
You can't even bring AirPods in the building.
Huh?
You can't even bring AirPods inside.
You shouldn't be allowed to. You should be working, not listening to music.
Goddamn
I
music.
mean,
Shit,
they say that because it's the number one most stolen product. But
they're not.
anything that looks like AirPods is a no go. But you can have earbuds. It's straight. Like you can use them in the break room, or I mean, to your own
They're not known
discretion.
for slavery for nothing.
He just started Sunday Prophet. He said, "You pack orders, so it's your fault. My shit's always trash."
I'm not gonna lie. I take my time and I pack things right. I'm not gonna lie because I've gotten packages from Amazon. I was like, who packed this like this?
Have you packed any toys?
Oh, nothing interesting to be completely honest with you. Like a couple Barbie dolls, probably like what did I pack yesterday? Nah, no GI Joes.
No hoes.
Not yet, at least.
Oh yeah, you're pretty new in the game.
Yeah. But it's straight though. I'm not gonna lie, it's straight so far.
What area are you from?
I'm based at the one in Appling, so I drive about 30 minutes to get here.
Oh, okay. I mean, what state do you live in?
Oh, Georgia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I'm in.
We're all
in-
local.
Yeah, see, I'm in Southern California. I worked at an Amazon fulfillment center for a very brief moment. And yeah, they were very strict on everything, and I did the sorting. So we had those vehicles that come up to you that they actually do all the picking.
Yeah, like
And
little
all
robots.
we do is the robots, and they have the little sensors they go over.
Yeah.
And we just had to basically just pick from the thing, put them in the little boxes. They go down a conveyor, and then
No, sir.
with the packaging.
Long said, "Have you packed any?"
I think it's not strict. Well, where I'm at, being a pack, I don't know about where everybody else is, but it's pretty laid back. Like you can talk to people if it's slow, or you can just talk to whoever is next to you. As long as you're hitting your quota or whatever, which is like 200 items an hour, it's really
God
not.
damn.
Yeah,
mean,
we'll see.
You can get that.
Where I was at, you could talk to people, but yeah, they were really strict. And the thing that pissed me off was now I did mainly the heavier stuff like the dog food, and you had to do 100 bags in an hour of the big 60-pound things of dog food.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was like, and I had some girl who was probably half my size yelling at everybody up and down our section, saying, "You need to hurry up! You need to meet your quota." And the day I quit, I literally looked at her and I told her to, I was gonna basically.
Okay,
I'm not gonna repeat what I said because there was some threats, but I was pretty pissed off, and so I was like, fuck you, you dumb bitch. So, and she was like a college intern, never had experience doing any type of, of any warehouse work, nothing. She had only been working there for like 3 weeks, and she's yelling at everyone. I'm like, "Fuck you, bitch!" So
I can imagine it's in and out, man. People
My
don't want to
brother,
work anymore.
oh, they have super fucking high turnover. My brother and sister both worked at Amazon at one point.
oh yeah, they had major turnover. Apparently now, I mean, I I still think they have turnover. I think so. I've heard that they've gotten somewhat better. I think that's bullshit because I still know people who they'll get hired at Amazon and then like 2 weeks later they're gone. You know, they pay a lot. But it's high turnover. People don't stay.
You get
All
burnt the
right,
fuck
have
out.
fun at work, James. Thanks for swinging through, man.
Yeah.
You get burnt out.
Well, yeah, and they just again they don't treat their employees very well. You
Shit,
know,
$17 sounds like they're treating them pretty good.
That
how
does
much?
not.
You said
No, that
15? Did you say 15?
No, they
no.
said
He's at
8%.
7.
Oh yeah, see that's where you guys are at in Georgia. Here in California, they're like 23 an hour. But because our minimum wage minimum up here is 15 an hour. When you guys are still like what, 7 something, right?
Right.
Yeah, so there it might be 17. It pays more here, but it's still not worth it with the abuse you go through.
Right.
And so, for example, I live in the high desert, so our closest facility is, I mean, we've got a bunch of them down the hill, but you have to go through this pass, and there's always, there's fires in the pass, there's snow, there's always major, delays that could possible, that can come up. And so if you're late, they don't care if there's a disaster. They don't care what it is. If you're late more than like, I think it's 3 or 4 times, automatic termination. Even if it's a real situation, they don't care. Like, again, they want robots basically.
Yep. That's what they need to get too.
They're doing it, and they're doing it.
Well, yeah. I mean, the majority of, like, so for example, it used to be where people would go down and you'd have a cart and you would pick stuff from like big racks. Nobody picks anything anymore. There are robots that pick everything, and they bring it to the sorters, and the sorters, then that's where we sort stuff. You put them in whatever boxes, or you put them in basic, like they have different size tubs, and you put it, so each person has their own order. You put a tub, it has their label on it, and that goes down a conveyor belt, and that goes to where they actually box things up, where they put them in the little bags or whatever it might be, and they do it from there. But there is no more picking from any of the racks or anything like that. It's all robots, and they have like little sensors on the ground, and that's how the robots know where to go. They read the sensors on the ground. But yeah, it's some crazy shit.
We're in a high-tech world, man.
But yeah, no, I was gonna say earlier, yeah, they said so 18 kids were killed, and then the one teacher.
Man, that dude ain't shit, man. Well, he's dead now.
Yeah, he's dead.
That's so
But-
that's so weird.
I guess he killed his grandmother first.
He did kill her. I heard he shot her. I didn't know if he
No,
killed
he
her.
killed her. So she was the first to die, and then I guess he went over to the elementary school because they said the kids, it was all in one central location. I guess where they all died, and they were ages 10 years old. So all I know is, especially working at a school, I'm just like, man, my wife works at an elementary school. It's fucking crazy. I'm just sick of all these mass shootings.
Damn. I did this in Texas, man. Elementary school, Long Dragon asking.
Yeah. I mean,
Another piece of shit. Dude,
in California, it's hard to get guns as it is. So background checks, we're strict out here, but they need to do universal background checks. They need to be tied to mental health.
18. He was 18, Long Dragon. He was 18. He killed his grandma and then killed killed
And
8 kids.
apparently, he was still a student at the high school. So,
How you can shoot a bunch of little kids is just beyond me.
I don't know. They're just whoever that kid was. He was just evil.
I can't, man. I ain't trying to take life. Life is a beautiful. If I can help it, man, I ain't trying to take it away from
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, so, you know what I'm saying? You gotta kill roaches. I don't want roaches.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
What up, Raw? Yeah, he's dude that did it's gone now though.
Well, I know, but still,
Not enough.
I'm just sick of all these shootings in this country. You know,
It's too fucking many.
way too many. And you know, and here's the thing: I support the Second Amendment. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I own firearms,
Yeah.
but I still believe we need to be stricter with the universal background checks. You know, the politicians need to stop playing games. You know, with that type of stuff and holding it over other politicians. Universal background checks. Now, it used to be back in the 90s and early 2000s, the mental health system was tied to
I think they should question you. If you have a gun, I think they should talk to you. I think they should have some key questions that they ask you and your reaction. Maybe hooked up to
oh yeah. Well,
and
it also used to be too where the mental health system was tied to the background checks. It no longer is. So if you've been deemed mentally, you know, unstable or you know, or if you've been prohibited from owning a firearm due to some type of mental, you know, efficiency, it's no longer on the background check. So you could still buy a gun, and especially in a lot of these states where you get the gun the same day. California, we have a 10-day wait period. And although the background check's instant, we have what's called a 10-day, you know, cool off period. It's basically it's for you to possibly change your mind, you know, cool off, you know, something like that. But
right, make sure you're not buying it out of just like anger real quick, like just bumping in on someone fucking and now I want to go get a gun and blow their heads off.
Exactly. Now, part of me feels like it's stupid because if you already own a gun, why do you have to wait 10 days to buy a new one?
Right.
But I kind of understand it at the same time, though, just because, okay, well, yeah, you might own a gun. And, you know, let's say, for example, that gun got taken or, you know, or whatever, or you're trying to build up an arsenal. I don't know. It's either way. They need to do something with this country to, and I'm not saying take guns, you know, by all means, but they need to make it harder.
You can't.
No, well, you can't, but they need to make it harder to obtain, especially for, you know, people like this kid, you know.
They keep making them, though. They keep making.
I know.
They keep making guns, and the old ones don't go nowhere.
No.
The old ones are still here, so it's just. It comes to it, man. You know what would be fun to look up stats to see what things guns outnumber. There's probably a lot of kind of common
Guns outnumber people in this country.
Oh yeah,
by far.
Big time. I mean, you think about most gun owners I know own more than one firearm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm not going to publicly say how many I own, but I own quite a few myself.
Right.
And most people I know own more than one.
Oh yeah.
And so, I mean, again, and as a responsible gun owner, all my guns are in safes. They're all locked up. Even now, because before I got married, before I had a kid, I always had a gun next to my head, my nightstand. Now that I've got a kid, I still have a gun next to my nightstand, but it's in a biometric safe that either I could type in the combination or I could put my thumbprint and it pops open and I've got my gun easy access. You know, but again, I mean, they need to tie mainly it's the mental health. They've got to tie that to as part of the background check, and they need to make it, you know, harder to like you said, ask questions. You know, I don't know. It's
But yeah, you're right, man. You're right. And
I don't know, and I don't want to offend anyone else who doesn't necessarily see it the way I see it, but I'm just as a parent, you start to kind of think, well, hey, you know,
They need to do fucking something.
yeah, like I don't want them taking away my rights to own guns because, you know, again, I want to be able to protect my family because, as was just stated just now, you know, criminals will find guns no matter what.
right.
You know what I mean? But it's not your everyday criminal like your gangbanger or your person
They're
robbing.
doing the mass shootings. It's the people buying guns from the fucking store.
That are doing
They're
the mass
buying
shooting.
these guns. These are not unregistered guns that are doing these mass shootings. That's the crazy thing. They're not unregistered guns. It's not like, oh, well, this person such and such bought this firearm off of such and such off the street. It's all fucking registered guns, man. And that's a big ass problem because that's the whole thing. Like, yeah, criminals are going to have guns even if you take them away from us. But like and you can't take them because criminals are going to have guns. You can't take them, but these mass shootings are being done with registered fucking guns, and the mental health thing needs to be done. If you've had any mental health issues in the past that's been documented, you don't ever need to own a firearm, period.
Yeah.
You don't. And I'm sorry that and the people that have mental health issues, it just is what it is because you, I have fucking kids, man. So I don't want someone that may have had issues with now, like if you've had mental issues that you've been able to control and have medicine and Medicaid and you haven't had any lash out issues, that's one thing. But someone that has had that's the thing. Some of these people have had documented fucking incidents before, and then it's like you still let these motherfuckers get a gun.
Yeah, well, it's like this kid. So I don't know how he obtained because he is 18, but I do know that they were already stating that they were looking at his social media, and he's got all these videos and pictures of violent stuff, and so there's also there's got to be better reporting. Like if people see that type of stuff, like I mean. I don't know. It's just.
But then that's when you get in. But see, then that's that fine line.
Of being big brother.
It's that fine line. At the same time, it is kind of like if you see somebody with this shit on their page and with manifestos and all this crazy, whatever kind of crazy talk, man. And this is a constant thing. It's got to make you got to fucking. You gotta look into this shit if your motherfucker's trying to get a gun. Like if anyone see my Facebook page, I post maybe I don't even go on it no more, but maybe 6 or 7 things a year. And it'd be like some little memes or some shit. Like I'm not even putting it's like fucking when you have someone all they have on there is just fucking hate speech and towards black, white, Asian, whatever. You seen the Asian dude that shot up the other Asian church in California. What was it last week?
Yep.
You had
so you had prime example a couple of years ago in San Bernardino. Besides that mass shooting they had there. Okay, hon. Yeah. And so we had a couple of years ago there was a school where it was a ex-husband of a teacher who basically was able to get on campus. He shot the teacher or his ex-wife and basically shot a couple students at the same time before killing himself. And he apparently, there was a history of this instability and things like that, but he was still able to obtain a firearm. So again, it
is a fine line, but damn, man.
Yeah. No, I know. Trust me. I just I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things. It's like, what do? You know, because like you said, you can't take guns from everybody. You know, it just won't happen. You
It's
know,
not happening
California.
on my end. I
Well,
damn
it's
sure.
same on my end either. But and I live in one of the toughest states as it is when it comes to gun laws and restrictions, because you know restrictions. I mean, it's crazy here, and we're so tough here, but we still have tons of violent crime. We have tons of
Because y'all have a lot of firearms too, though, coming
What's
up.
yep,
Man,
going
coming
on?
up from the
What's going
border
on,
and shit.
everybody? What's happening?
yeah.
What
So
up?
there's a lot of that.
Y'all missed one thing. This country was founded on violence. It will end in violence. That's
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how it
Right.
is, and that's how it's going to be. There's no way around it. You just gotta protect.
This is the way.
Protect who you gotta protect, and that's it.
Yeah. This is the way.
yeah. But the way I look at it, who was protecting those kids? I mean, and that's the other thing they need to do is they need to put so like the high schools have resource officers that are stationed at the high schools.
Well,
Right.
The middle schools and the elementary schools, they get them, but they rotate. They don't stay there
Right.
100% of the time.
well.
Like even at our middle school, we have a resource officer, but he
So
goes to different schools.
This is how things change dramatically. Now through fear and intimidation and things of that nature, you will now want your schools to be as secure as prisons. That's the other step. This is part of the plan. Just follow. Then they're going to want you to fear so much you're going to want cameras in your own home watching your every room 24 hours a day so you can feel secure. That's the other step.
No, I don't think they should do that with cameras. But
We're going to head that way. We already leading that way. We already going that way. We all going to hell in a handbasket. Trust me.
He said
Yeah,
cameras everywhere to feel safer. Like goddamn.
Yep.
Bruce
Soon
knows
as they get rid of these motherfucking gas guzzling cars, which they're doing, and you can see it right in front of us. That it's happening. There's no denying it. It's happening. Once we get the electric cars, you will be bugged 24 hours a day, if not already through your phones. You're gonna be tracked, traced, and
I think
bugged.
maybe Prophet's trying to join in.
Oh yeah, he is. My bad.
This is what's happening. There's no way around it.
How's it going, guys?
hey, how you doing, Prophet?
The
Is
world
it
is
pretty
in a
miserable news today, yeah?
Yeah, it is.
crazy.
Very miserable. All I know is personally, and I don't, whatever, you know, he's talking about, it's whatever. But I'm just saying, I'd like to see resource officers at the schools. I just want my son safe. I want my wife
Right.
safe. They're at an elementary school that gets a resource officer maybe once a week when school's being let out, and that's it. You know, the middle school, we have a resource officer that comes by for a few hours a day. That's it, and he goes to all the other middle schools. You know, we spend so much
Look,
money on all these
This
celebrities
kid
and
turned
everything else.
18 today, and he got those guns sold to him today.
Exactly.
How the hell does an 18-year-old get guns the day he turns 18?
Especially
Whoever
handguns,
sold him
because I
those
thought
guns
handguns
should be
you had to
brought
be
up on
21,
charges.
right? Even in
It's-
Texas.
That is insane. If you really think about it, 18, he just turns like, man, what the fuck is going on? Y'all didn't give no
But-
kind of check.
But see, here's the whole thing, man.
He's
It's
a kid.
all
He's a kid with a gun.
every
PTA.
every incident that happens, every traumatic incident that takes place. What did Dick Cheney say or Rumsfeld say? You can't let a good good catastrophe or something go to waste. Trust me, all of this will be used against the people when they're supposed to protect the people.
I understand what Roy is saying. Like,
I do too. I heard what
it's predictable nature, man. Like
Well,
humans are predictable.
what is it that brings an 18-year-old to want to shoot a bunch of children? The social media issue in this country, dividing us against each other on the slightest thing. Like
Yeah.
people are willing to kill each other over abortion rights.
But you know,
People who aren't having babies.
you know what?
It's
Social media only exposes the fears of everyone. That's all it
yes, but it
does,
also
and it amplifies.
indoctrinates and convinces people who otherwise wouldn't have had a problem, who would have never even heard of things.
Yeah, but that's the mechanism of fear. It's to indoctrinate.
And on
Prey
that other
on the
point
weak.
you made, Raw,
Yeah.
I do have one thing to say. You said this country was founded on violence.
Yes.
Every single society that exists today started
It's
through
founded on
conquering
violence.
someone else.
Exactly.
Yep, that is true.
There's not a single country on this planet that has its original inhabitants in control.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
So what you basically have
But the fantasizing and the romanticizing of the gun, of the weapon. This is a country that really pushes the envelope on that. This is the country that
Oh, I don't
lives
know
by
if
the
it's
gun.
just this country,
No,
Raw.
no. The other
Yeah,
countries
it's like
they
See
use
some of the
it.
countries in the Middle East with their shit.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
Middle East, that's a whole nother story.
So
But they don't have movies like we do. Celebrating
That's
the guy
true.
with the
Yeah,
That
gun.
is true.
We
I've got
celebrate guys with guns all the time.
I got to propose.
Shit, even in our toys. Look at our toys. Fucking G.I. Joe.
But I don't think this kid wanted
Rambo,
to be John
Forrest.
Wick. I think this kid had other issues.
Well,
Yeah, because
he
here's the
killed-
thing,
he
most
killed his grandmother. Like,
yeah,
who the
see,
fuck
but
does that? You know?
and you're right.
Yeah,
Who does that? Somebody who's obviously mentally unstable. Most people can play a video game. Like, here's the thing: I
Unless
can
he
play a
was
video game,
abused.
and
Now,
I
we
know
can't-
that
we
the
can't
video
just-
game is fake. It's not real.
Yeah.
I could look at my GI Joes and set them up, and even as a kid, I knew that hey, this was fake.
Right.
You know, you play army with your friends, it was fake. Even when you go out with your cap guns and all that, it's fake. It wasn't real.
Right.
You know, never in a million years
Right.
have I ever wanted to do what this kid has done.
Right.
But that's the difference between, let's say, a reasonable person and someone who's mentally unstable.
Right.
And that's where my issue is this
Yes,
country
you
is
should have to pass a psych evaluation before you're given a gun.
But
Yes,
then
and-
you also got.
but the state this country will never do that because I'm a Republican, but I also
Well,
believe
you can't
in
say never, Steve.
I hope
honestly,
they do,
go back
but
to the 50s, and people said that black people would never be allowed to vote.
no, I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying. So after the first assault weapons ban that actually Biden was a part of, the gun manufacturers they run Congress, they run this country. They put money in these politicians' pockets. The lobbyists and stuff like that.
The weapons sales industry in America is the biggest moneymaker this country has to offer.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
90% of that is sales of weapons to other countries or
I
to our own military.
guarantee you, and so, for example, a buddy of mine owns a gun store not too far from where I live. And every time there's a mass shooting, they sell out. They sell out of guns because there's always a fear that they're going to be banned and stuff like that. The gun industry, they make more money when there's mass shootings and horrible events like this. Like when they had that shooting in Vegas a couple of years ago, that big mass shooting at that concert,
yeah,
all the gun stores were sold out. Everything. You couldn't find ammo. You couldn't buy guns. Nothing. Even little 22s. It didn't matter what it was. Everything was sold out. And it's because all these people, they make their money. But again, they need to make it harder, whether it's a psych exam, which I don't know if that's realistic or not, or just having it tied to background checks. But they need to do something short of, I don't think they should ban firearms because, again, I'm a gun owner. But they should do something to make it harder for individuals like this, if it's even possible. And again, I'm just saying if it's possible.
Honestly, I
I
don't think it's possible. No why? Because you can trick psyche evals.
Yes, you can. I was just going to say that.
So the whole thing is when you say, like my sons they're in school, and I worry about them and stuff like that.
Of course, I know
Yeah,
you do.
but it's leaning towards way like in the earlier times where you homeschool your child. So that's just the other alternative that they're pushing as well with this.
Honestly, that's not even the only reason to homeschool your child right
I
now.
mean, there's tons of reasons, of course.
Well, there's a lot of reasons, but you also take away from that experience. Like I'll tell you, so some of my fondest memories growing up was being in school.
Oh yeah,
and getting that one-on-one with the teacher, and I'll tell you, we did technically everybody did the homeschooling last year with COVID,
yeah,
and it does not work. I want my son to have that educational experience.
Most parents are inept at teaching.
Yeah,
or most parents are working, they're busy, they have jobs, they have careers, and what little time they have, it's difficult. And most kids, that you need that in-person learning. Now I do know kids who do the homeschooling, and it works for them, but their parents are normally they're at-home parents, or they're stay-at-home moms or dads, or their kids might be older to where they can, I guess, follow whatever instruction that they're given, but again,
that's why it's so important that a parent should be home with the kids. But it's unfortunate that inflation has driven the costs up in this country so much that both parents have to work.
Yeah. I mean, I know my wife and I, we have
to support a family on one person's income now.
Yeah, see, and we can't do that at my house. Both my wife and I have to work. Even with me doing the 3D printing on the side, I have to do the 3D printing and design in order to make some, because I actually make the majority of my money doing this, and then working at the high school and the middle school. I work at two different schools.
At the same time, though, if you lived your same exact lifestyle with your same exact income in someplace other than California, it would probably cost you half as much.
Yeah, but I probably wouldn't make as much either, though.
The designing part is universal.
If you're selling through the internet,
no matter
the
where
cash
you're
stays
at.
the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you got your own website and you sell through the internet, cash stays the same.
No, I know that, but I'm talking about in regards to
hourly
work, like where I'm working. Because I could tell you, for example, my sister lives in Illinois, and
as do
she makes. Okay, and so I'm sure you're aware, teachers there do not make a whole lot of money. In fact, they've done multiple strikes.
Everywhere don't make
and
shit.
Well, I'll tell you. So I'm not going to tell you what my wife makes, but she makes pretty decent. It's double what my sister makes a year. And again, Illinois, they don't pay very much as a teacher. And so
that is true.
Now cost of and actually, I want to say cost of living is cheaper, but that's not even the case anymore. Like my sister, when she first bought her house 6 or 7 years ago, something like that, they got it for under $200,000. Their house now is worth about $700,000. A lot of houses in the market in Illinois has gone up, but that's everywhere too.
Shit, man, everybody gonna be on.
Depends on where you want to live in Illinois.
Yeah.
Right now, there are plenty of places in Illinois where the prices of housing are going down.
Mm.
And that's because no one's buying houses because no one can afford them.
Exactly.
Yeah, see, she's in Chatham, so she's not too far from like Springfield. Like, in fact, she actually works in Springfield as a teacher, and she lives in Chatham.
Yes, I'm on the other end of the state, all the way up in Chicago.
Let's
try to live in, like, say, Joliet, for example. Housing there is very inexpensive.
Yeah.
Did you see the Tesla $10,000 home?
No,
Yeah, check it out, man. He's making a house.
People are moving into tiny homes, trailer homes. Yo,
yep.
Oh
yeah.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. The Tesla shit is pimping, dog.
Yeah.
It's solar powered. It's got hot water, bed. No, it's nice.
Oh, you gotta watch this joint on Netflix about the robots who imprisoned everybody in their homes.
Oh, but actually, speaking of kids and all that, my son and wife just got home not too long ago, so I'm gonna go spend some time with them. But I did want to come on and say hi to you guys.
Y'all have
All
a good
right,
night.
Steve.
Be
Have a good
safe.
night.
See you, man.
And I will be back on tomorrow. Y'all be safe.
All right,
All right.
Steve.
Have a
Hey,
good night,
man.
Steve.
Later, gentlemen.
All
later,
right.
man.
Peace. Yeah,
Honestly,
man.
the whole mobile home life doesn't seem too bad to me at this point.
Man, before I had my kids, that was supposed to be my destiny, and I fucked that up.
Honestly,
I'm
I would actually love to have a mobile home.
I
That
was
way,
supposed
when
to
Joe
live the
Fest
life of
pops up,
David
I could just
Banner.
park my house in Kaz's yard.
Yep.
That'd be
I was
epic.
supposed to
Yeah,
live
you
my
could.
life
You
like
could
David
too.
Banner, man.
You could too, man. I got a little pipe, a little clean out pipe out there that you can pull up and put the shit in.
I'm telling you, man. I was supposed to live the life of Dr. David Bruce Banner, man, with the piano tunes while I go to each state and shit.
Man, honestly though, the
Fuck that
Tesla
up.
shit is $10,000 for one of his cribs, man. It's nice. You should look them up. I'd get like 4 or 5 of them shits in a lifetime.
Word, right? Imagine that destroy your house and just put nothing but those on.
Yeah, on the lot. Just put 5 of them on the lot side by side.
And
So
rent them out. Rent them out.
That too. Shit.
Shit,
And
hell
people
yeah.
are doing
That's
some
a
really
fucking
interesting things
idea.
with
Now,
storage
when
containers as well.
so it's basically a bed. It's a bedroom, a bathroom with a shower and toilet and all that shit. You got a decent sized little kitchen and like a little dining living type area.
And isn't the Tesla house mostly powered by solar energy?
It's all totally. It's got like the battery packs and everything, man. It's solar
Yes,
power.
you could put that thing up anywhere and be off grid, basically.
Yep. Well,
Yeah,
not
And I believe its
necessarily.
bathroom has
You
options
track
for
them.
composting toilets as well.
You got to tie in the water somewhere, though.
Yeah.
But
Well, you could always just add water tanks.
Yeah.
that too, I guess.
Or like in the Caribbean, you have the water catcher. Whenever rain comes, you catch the water and use that.
Yes. So natural water collecting system with a
Yeah.
filtration system before it enters your house.
Yep, you can use that.
Shit.
And then you just in terms of like watering your garden and stuff, you use gray water instead of the tap water.
Yep.
That way you're not wasting it. That way when you shower or you cook, you dump that water down the drain and it goes into your gray water tank, and then you water your plants with that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So you get to use all your water twice.
But you gotta definitely use. You can't use all that chemical induced soaps and shit. You have to use biodegradable, non-GMO type soaps and shit, natural shit.
Yes. Well, that seems a small price to pay to me.
Yeah.
Water will go stale too.
Yeah.
Well, but that's what you have a filtration system between your tank and your house for.
House, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you know,
he might have some of that shit incorporated into it.
It wouldn't surprise me. Tesla's kind of a genius.
He is, man.
Well, not kind of. He's a genius for sure.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, if
I actually tried to hire him to develop weapons for Mars, but he wouldn't have it.
He wants to die on another planet, and that's epic.
Yes, he said he wants to live on Mars, not work for it.
Yeah, right. But you know, at the end of the day, if inflation keeps going up, gas prices keep going up, shit keeps going up, we'll all be on OnlyFans.
Begging for something.
I've actually thought about putting Baroness on there. With her silicone body.
Yeah, right? Why not? Fuck.
I mean, even as a joke, I'm sure that would actually get more views than my channel does.
Shit, you'll probably get guys paying just to see a nipple of Baroness's.
And her figure actually is anatomically correct.
See? There you go.
That's what we got to do.
Shit, you gave me an idea now. I'm about to put Lady J
Both
up
upstairs and downstairs.
I'm about to put Lady J up on OnlyFans.
I mean, why not? People would probably pay for it.
You know, some crazy dudes from overseas and be like, "Oh, this is so beautiful." Be a fucking
Oh
dog.
man, never know. You might be sitting on a goal line.
I mean, hell, people pay to watch people dress up like Sonic the Hedgehog to masturbate, so why the hell not?
Damn. Fucking world is crazy, man. We're done for, man. Sad but true.
Yes, Raw, it is sad, and I do believe you're correct. We are done for.
It's an idiocracy.
Well, perhaps not us, but definitely our children.
Well.
Oh man, yeah, the world we need for them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
R.I.P. Bruce back.
Yeah, I got to make a run. I'll probably be back. I don't know. I might be back before the show's over.
Shit, the show is almost
All right,
over,
Bruce.
man.
Just make sure you wipe well.
Still got 2 hours to go.
He said 2. It's 11:06.
What time did it end yesterday?
It did end at 1 last night.
Okay.
But yeah, man. I don't know. I have this thing where I always see patterns, and it's scary sometimes, the patterns, and I see it, and it's ridiculous, and it's like we're gonna have a situation where we will have a true civil war, but it ain't gonna be a race civil war. It'll be pockets of that going on. But mostly it's going to be the haves, have-nots, the angry ones. Everybody's just going to go plumb fucking mad. I'm telling you, it's going to
I do believe it will be class-based, but I think for the most part it will be, through propaganda.
I think it's going to be total. Everybody's going to have whoever agrees with this crew will be running with that crew to destroy some shit. Another crew will be, yo, man, we don't like motherfuckers who wear hockey masks and some shit. Like, you're gonna have weird shit going down. Like, people in their own little enclaves, like, yo, I hate that block. The motherfuckers always throwing their trash. We're gonna get them. It's gonna be crazy.
Well, yes, but bro, you have to understand that the extremists who resort to violence only represent 10% on either side, the left and the right. The other 80% of the people in the middle, they're pretty normal, well-rounded people for the most part.
Yeah, but can be easily swayed and led.
Only simpletons can be easily swayed and led.
Well, when
anyone who thinks for themselves can't be.
We seen what happened with over the past 2 years. We seen the crazy shit that can go down.
That's only 10% on either side. 10% on the extreme left and 10% on the extreme right.
But you got to add the drought on various products. You got to add in people losing their jobs. You got to add in people can't afford. People are hungry. When it gets to that level, everybody turns into a fucking monster.
Desperation can make people do terrible things.
Exactly. So when you have that whole powder keg of craziness happening, then you'll really see what goes down, and it ain't gonna be pretty for no one. You know what I'm saying? The guy you said hi yesterday to while you was watering your lawn is the same motherfucker trying to get up in your house. That's gonna be real crazy.
I was gonna say too, man, that I think social media, the availability of social media, makes a lot of these people do the crazy shit they do.
That's exactly what I was saying earlier. Yep. Social media is like indoctrinating and militarizing people.
True.
Because they're the person that would have just killed.
It tells people what they want to hear, and then makes them act out on it.
But you know what? I don't think it's social media per se making people do it. I think it was always there. It just showed a light on the shit.
Right.
Well, social media is the thing that these people use to communicate with each other, to organize.
I'm saying
the mass shit, though.
But I'm just saying the animosity, the deep-rooted anger, fear, all this shit has always been there. The social media allowed this shit to go worldwide, and people look at it and say, hey, I'm angry just like that motherfucker for the same reason. I'm in Iowa, he's in New York. we're fucking the same angry. Then you create that, you know what I'm saying, that whole group, that group think. So now you got motherfuckers in that sense. There's always been that, is what I'm saying. There's always been some anger, animosity, and shit like that. You just got the social neck motherfuckers together because they see each other now. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So
understand what you're saying, but I
yeah.
still say if someone like goes online and tries to incite violence using some political bias or something, and the person responding to it doesn't do any research and they just believe what they're told, that is a simple idiot. And I'd like to think that most people are not simple idiots. I mean, look at everyone who comes into this chat.
Well, I hate.
Do
I
any
hate.
of
I
you
hate to
all
say.
just like believe everything you're told, or if you hear a story, do you go and see what it's about?
Well, if you think about it, that's what most Americans do anyway when they go to vote. You believe a fucking simpleton, either side, and you vote for the motherfucker, knowing that this motherfucker is a simpleton and he's not going to do right by you. And you still do it every 4 years. That tells me you're easily swayed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at it from that angle because every president, I don't give a fuck who it is, has never done anything in the best interest of the people at all.
Well, they're going to do what's best for their constituents, which are the wealthy.
So, but why would the regular people still vote for these fools?
Because
Why?
they're uneducated morons who don't do any research.
Exactly, and that's 80%. That's the 80%, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey,
I'm not deluded, Lone Dragon. I'm just hopeful.
You know, just like everybody was pressed and, hey, take this, take that. Now they got this monkeypox shit. Like, take this, take that. Like,
Well, I mean, look what happened with toilet paper a year ago.
Period, man.
The news said there would be a toilet paper shortage, and every moron on the planet ran to Walmart and bought as much as they could carry.
Shit.
And then what happened a month later? The shelves were full of toilet paper.
Right?
As if a lack of toilet paper would fucking ruin your day.
I bet if it's still on, then I'm gonna fuck with y'all.
Shit, I wasn't caring about toilet paper. I had wash rags and soap. I was good. I go old school in a minute. Not caring.
MC DJ, I stay away from TikTok like it's the plague.
Yeah, TikTok is the bullshit. I mean, it's all bullshit.
Like how dare they categorize all people into two particular groups, man? Like y'all,
exactly.
Anybody that I'm sorry, I love everybody in the chat, man, but anybody that I don't understand, that makes no fucking sense. Why are we forced? Why? That don't even make sense. Why is it a battle?
Yes, I mean, just look at our little group here. Yeah. I mean, with the 20 or 30 of us that show up on a regular basis, like we don't even all fit into two groups.
The fact that they say left and right don't make no fucking sense to me. I'm gonna use whatever hand works for the situation.
Well, even the terms left and right are basically just shorthand.
The left comes in handy too. I'm glad I got both of these motherfuckers, is what I'm saying.
Right? Yeah.
Well, I mean, the media would put Black Lives Matter and Antifa in the same category, but they have conflicting ideologies.
Shit, they're both financed by the same motherfucker, though.
Yes, but they don't even agree with each other. They have no business being on the same side.
Exactly, but at the same time, they're still financed by the same motherfucker.
I think a lot of people out there make decisions about this sort of thing based on fear of being rejected by their peers.
Yeah, that peer pressure crap.
It just sounds.
It seems like everybody's still operating off of high school mentalities.
Right,
like you got to be with the cool kids in order to feel successful or worth something. I never was part of the cool kids. I was the anti-cool kid. I just did what the fuck I want and whatever. You know what I mean? Like I didn't follow rules.
MCDJ says
care
over
about
half
none of
our kids are on social media, all platforms. They can't or won't not watch it. The thing is, it's up to you as a parent. Your kid doesn't have the money to pay an internet bill.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
can restrict what they watch and what they look at online. And if something's causing damage, then you, as the parent, have the right to not pay that bill, and then they won't have access to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why does an 8-year-old need $1,000 iPhone?
Exactly.
That's ridiculous. Your 8-year-old's phone should be able to call home and the police, and that is all.
Flip phone.
The fact that these idiot parents are giving their children access to the internet completely unwatched, unedited, is the reason so many kids are doing so many stupid ass things.
Well, that again, as we just said, that's where you got to step in as a parent.
Yes,
Hey,
but that's what I'm saying. Parental responsibility is important in this situation.
What you're watching is explained to them. This person's dumb as hell for doing this.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, they did a study where they took away kids' phones for just 8 hours, and they lost their fucking minds.
Yeah.
It's like, how can you not go 8 hours without tweeting? I mean, that is a mental disorder. You are addicted to something that's terrible for you.
Yep.
And no one says a thing. Everyone just blames everything else. It's like parents need to step up.
But remember, the parents were like we're Gen Xers. I would assume, or make an educated guess.
Where were the programs?
No, you're absolutely right. Gen X is the first.
We're the very last of the quote unquote responsible parentage. We have the real idea of what parenting is supposed to be and look like because we're
honestly, I think Gen X is where it all started to fall apart.
Yeah, I mean
there
that's
are
what I'm
good
saying.
parents out there
line.
in Gen X who take care of their shit, but a lot of parents from Gen X wanted to be their children's friends. Exactly. I see it in a lot of my peers who I grew up with. They want to be their children's buddy, and it's like your children has plenty of buddies. They need guidance, not another friend.
And ass whoopings.
We're not allowed to give them ass whoopings anymore.
Whenever TV was introduced, that's when programming began. And
but
we were born in a sweet spot of programming. Our brains are programmed off of Transformers and Thundercats.
But we had
we grew up in a world without the internet,
and we also grew up with moral messaging.
Right? Yeah, no doubt,
You know no doubt. We had moral even in our cartoons, TV shows. Everything had a moral message and value to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even if people want to say, "Oh well, you guys watch Sanford and Son, Archie Bunker, and George Jefferson," yeah, but those characters still had moral messaging, even though they had their way.
Yes, but unfortunately, things like Scooby Doo had no moral message at all.
No, it just says stop trying to, you know what I'm saying, be sneaky or some shit. But at any rate, we had it. The new cartoons have nothing like that. They actually have more sexual innuendos and things of that nature in them, so much that kids think it's like fucking normal to talk. I mean, reckless. The new promo for the Super Pets when Kevin Hart's Batman, the dog. I don't know what the fuck the dog's name is, but he talking about he licks himself all the time.
What up, Bill?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think that's like sexual innuendo? You know what I'm saying? Like a dog licking himself. Yeah, we know he does that, but
why we gotta see that?
You know
well, the dog licking himself has nothing to do with anything sexual. The dog is just cleaning himself.
No. I mean, it was spoke. The whole dialogue was that of an adult dialogue. It was something an adult can catch, not a child should catch what that
I
character.
understand. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
So it's like, okay, you're steering the child's brain into a whole another realm instead
We
of
need a
having.
new Mr. Rogers. We
Territory,
need a new
man.
Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers was a great moral compass for children.
Mr. Rogers was a like what he is. He was an individual, a special
Yeah, he
individual.
was fucking awesome.
I mean, he killed motherfuckers in Vietnam.
He did his
But,
job.
yeah, he did his job, but you can imagine the post-traumatic stress he may have had, but he found a way to channel it in a way where he says, "Hey, I don't want to create any more monsters that will have to go to war. I want to create law-abiding citizens, kids that keep their youth about them." You know what I
Man,
mean?
good
And
people.
enjoy it.
Good people. He wanted
And-
to make good people. That's
yeah, yeah, and you can, and if you see his documentary, man, it's deep. Like,
yeah. You won't
it's
find
real
no
deep.
dirt on Mr. Rogers. That's a real hero right there, boy.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, Mr. Rogers found the perfect balance between instilling moral family values and breaking down walls that shouldn't have been up in the first place.
Exactly. I mean, even Jim Henson back in the day when he did the Muppets and Sesame Street. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things. Now you can get anything on these fucking shows because these guys are not here. The moral compasses are not here anymore. And they're
Well, the policing is still there, but it's policing the wrong things. I mean, think about it. The Muppets are now censored on Disney Plus because they thought Miss Piggy was too sexually aggressive towards Kermit, and the Swedish chef was racist.
The fuck are you talking about?
Just like what you call it? Dave Chappelle said Pepe
Rogers was
Le Pew was a rapist. Like,
Mr. Rogers was in the military, man.
I mean, it's wild, man. It's I don't know.
You should watch that documentary, Long. You done missed it, man. How dare you?
Yes, Mr. Rogers was in the military.
Yeah.
Now, the rumor that he was a sniper for the military is an exaggeration, but he definitely was in the military.
Yeah.
I've heard it referenced that he killed people, no specific position, but it's in his job. Shit.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is. But to imagine going through that war, which that war was the most grimiest war. I mean, as far as closer to how our modern times, like we know uncles or great uncles who've been in that war. You know what I'm saying? Besides our grandfathers, the generation gap is there for World War II and I.
Well, and it didn't help that the soldiers were treated like garbage when they came back from that either.
Exactly. But we seen the lurid after effects of the Vietnam War when you get into the 70s and 80s, you know what I'm saying, where you see a whole bunch of decline in like everything, like almost.
The world has been.
Well, the 80s was all about excess.
Excess after for some people, excess for some, but not all. You know what I mean? Same with the 70s was more of like, we want to forget the 60s. We all want to get high and get all, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yeah. Well, when I say the 80s were about excess, I mean, as far as the media depicted it.
Yeah. It's all right.
Because there were a lot of have-nots in the 80s, but they never saw a television screen.
Exactly. Just like what's happening now. You got people now that, hey, they still trying to say, hey, let's keep buying and keep making money and shit like that when the gas is high. Back in the 80s, late 70s, the gas was high. Same scenario.
Well, they are talking about now. I don't know if you guys heard this story recently, but they're talking about tapping into America's diesel reserves to lower the price of gas soon.
Yeah, but they were supposed to tap in before and they ain't lowered shit on the gas at all.
Well, yes, but now the midterms are coming up and they're worried they won't get elected if they don't fix things.
They ain't gonna get elected regardless. They fucked up.
Badly.
You know what I mean? So no matter what,
I mean, hell, they supplied Al Qaeda with like $4 billion in weapons.
Exactly. And still left some Americans over there
to die.
Exactly. Like, come on.
Damn.
And this president here, he's just well, I can't blame him because everybody put him in office. Those who voted for his ass, the ones who were scared of
Well,
Trump.
you can still blame him somewhat. He ran knowing that he wasn't cognizant enough for the job.
He knew he wasn't cognizant. He just wanted that was his bucket list. You know
but Elon Musk put it best. Joe Biden is not the president. He's not in charge.
No,
whoever's writing his speeches on the teleprompter is who's in charge of him.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's free.
And whoever
Maybe
can't
that's
fix
free.
his glasses prescription
That's
is the
really
reason he fucks up so much.
Maybe that's
Because
really
he can't
free.
read that teleprompter.
Bumming $5 to eat for the day. Maybe that's what free is.
You knew he wasn't president because at his own what is it, lunch or dinner thing he had, everybody was ignoring his ass and shit. He looked at like, yo.
Like, I remember laughing my ass off when he took those calls on Christmas. Yeah. And that guy said, "Let's go, Brandon." And Joe was like, yeah, let's go, Brandon.
Yeah, man.
He basically said, fuck himself.
Right?
Like, what a moron. And you see how disappointed the look on his wife's face was. It was hilarious.
But she's his caretaker now. Like, that, she's everywhere guiding him. Like, here, come on, Grandpa Joe.
Yes, well, he can't walk up 4 stairs without falling, without help.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I don't know. Maybe we should flip this conversation and start talking about toys.
Shit, ain't nothing. It's dry. It's dry until
It is dry.
It's dry.
I don't know. I you know what? I think I'm going to pick up 2 of those Buzz Lightyear planes this week, Kaz.
Oh, I actually seen the 6-inch, 6 to 7 inch, Buzz Lightyear figures they got. They got the 2
Yeah,
pack.
those are tight too. I saw it too. It was pretty cool.
$54.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yes, why the hell are they so expensive? Is that even Mattel? Because I know that
might be right. It might be
Bandai, SH Figuarts is making a Buzz Lightyear figure as well.
That's probably what
they look, really good articulated figures, but damn, man, that price, I was about to buy it today and I checked myself. I was like, man, fuck that. I gotta stop this dumb shit.
Is it a figure made by Mattel?
I believe so, because I think right now Mattel has the license for Buzz Lightyear for Disney for some reason.
Oh, but you know what? I saw on the Foosh today. There's some like yellow robot armor from the movie.
Oh yeah.
That thing looks incredible.
Yeah,
I mean that's like a perfect substitute for a Mandroid armor.
The purple one too. The what's his name? I forget his.
The Zorg.
Zorg, yeah. But this summer is going to be a bleak summer, man. It's not going to be the summer everybody thought it was. Like, it was supposed to be the breakout summer from the last summers that were chaos, right? This was supposed to be a great summer. But now it's turning out motherfuckers going to be home again because they're not paying high gas prices to travel too much. All prices go up when gas go up. Even price of flights, everything, lodging, everything. So, I mean, I guess we'll be home collecting still.
That's what they gave us the money for. Well, not me. That's what the stimulus was about. They were trying to
and they thinking about doing more stimulus.
Mm-hmm.
If the monkeypox spread. Monkeypox, like what the?
I don't know. There was a lot of stimulus promised, and I haven't seen a dime.
Man, these motherfuckers is using illness to govern.
Well, using fear. It's
Well,
all
you know, if they can keep people terrified in their homes, barricaded in their living rooms,
They know people
then they
gonna
won't
blow
be
it.
on the
They know
streets
people
causing
gonna blow
problems.
it. That's the point. They know people gonna blow it. That most people ain't smart enough to put that shit into something useful. That they gonna fuck it over. That's what they know.
Yeah.
Money back in the
Yo,
economy.
what up,
How's it going, Daredevil?
What's
Ain't
that?
much of nothing, man. Much of nothing. I figured I'd jump on for a quick second, say what's up to all you guys.
What's up, man?
Yeah, what's going down, man?
Getting ready for bed, man. I'm putting me a little movie in. I actually was watching. I done watch one or actually a couple of them. Last one I watched was Creed 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
so
you know what? If you guys want to watch an interesting movie, I believe right now it's on Amazon Prime. Have you ever heard of The Final Countdown?
nuh-uh.
No.
It was a movie made in 1980, but it was about a modern day aircraft carrier being transported through time back to Pearl Harbor in World War II in 1941.
Oh, okay.
And it
I'd
was all
like
about
something
the
like that.
moral impact of, you know, they could use that carrier to wipe out the Japanese fleet, but would it change history? So if you want to see F-14s fight Zeros, that's a fun movie to check out.
All right,
That
cool.
was,
Cool.
that was another crazy movie too. I want to say I thought it was maybe Pacific Rim. I'm not sure, but it was what was cool about it is they had the Mighty Mo battleship, the last great battleship that was made after Pearl Harbor. Number 63 was fighting some alien spacecraft in the water in the ocean.
Oh, you're talking about Battleship.
Oh, Battleship. That's what it was.
Oh yeah, Rihanna in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that scene when that towards the end. I think it was the end of the movie when they was fighting that alien thing or whatever. I thought it was pretty badass.
Pacific Rim is a much better movie than that, though.
Oh yeah, well I only liked it because they had the whole scene with the Mighty Mo and all that, so I know the history behind that ship and Pearl Harbor. So
yeah,
it was actually
that was the one they had to use because it wasn't high tech.
Well,
because,
I do
because
know
the
that
aliens knew what was going down with the high tech weaponry they had, so they had to get
right. Yeah, so they pulled her out of mothballs basically.
Yeah.
And what was cool about it, that people knowing the history of that ship, that basically that whole war was ended on board of that ship. It was signed by the Japanese that they, pretty much ended the war of Pearl Harbor, because that was, But yeah, man, I was just, like I said, I was just sitting here watching Creed and I put in the first Creed. So,
well, honestly, after Pearl Harbor, we were still at a
Long
tremendous
Dragon.
disadvantage. It wasn't until the Battle of Midway that things turned around.
Yeah.
We wiped out 2/3 of their fleet in that fight.
Right.
Maybe it wasn't then. I don't know. Long keeps insisting that Mr. Rogers wasn't in the military.
What wasn't what?
Well,
I never,
fine.
I never did watch that movie that's he's portrayed by Tom Hanks. I need to watch it because I'm a big fan of Tom Hanks.
I watched it.
Well, either Lone is wrong or that documentary is wrong.
I mean, there's always a possibility. But without you knowing it from the horse's mouth, but unfortunately, you can't know it from the horse's mouth because he's no longer with us. But
yeah, the horse isn't with us anymore.
yeah. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I didn't know a lot about him other than knowing him from watching him as growing up.
Hey, night, Kurt.
Have a good one, Kurt.
Yo,
how's it going, fake Destro?
Destro 777.
What up? Yeah, man. Shit.
So I'd heard that Mattel been taking a lot of the 2000X episodes and videos people posted on YouTube, taking them down and removing them from their channels and shit. But they ain't taking. I noticed they didn't take them all down.
I think they may be thinking about re-releasing them. That's why, like in the DVD format.
Well, they do. Well, I know like the action figures they've got them putting a different spin on them because they're releasing Origins, but
Yeah.
because they've done the Skeletor and the He-Man, but that's definitely a big possibility because they haven't released a set.
Mhm.
Well, the last time they got it, well, it was part of that commemorative set
Yeah.
that was limited that they 2000X was last put in, because they prior to that it was like in the 2000s around the time it was out, so that was like the Best Buy special editions they had, and I forgot how many they were, but I've got a couple of them, and then you got the one disc that came out, a set that came out after that had all 39 episodes in one set.
Yeah.
Now I need to look and see what date it. What I think it's like 2003. I want to say, I'm not sure, but I know it's old though.
Yeah, man.
Because normally I'd be benching it on YouTube, so I don't really break out the hard media very often unless I'm watching a 1987 movie or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I will give Lone Dragon this. Google does say that he did not serve in the military.
Yeah, Wikipedia or
yeah.
Well, I don't really trust Wikipedia. Any idiot could go on there and edit Wikipedia.
Yep.
I can go on Wikipedia and edit it. And I'm a fucking action figure.
Right, true. A gold action figure at that.
Maybe he didn't.
Yeah, man.
They just
You feeling better, Cass?
Huh?
You feeling any better?
A little bit better, man. Yeah, I'm almost there, man.
That's good to hear, man.
The sun is hot. Hold up, I'm sunburnt now. So if it ain't one thing, it's another.
Yeah, you ain't lying about that, man. Ain't that the truth? We wouldn't be humans if we didn't have multiple things going on or more at one time.
Can't no pleasure if you ain't felt pain.
That's right, true that.
Right.
Pain is love.
It's all everything's 50-50.
Lone Dragon, we don't have a reputable site. All we have is the documentary about him.
My damn throat's been kind of bothering me a little bit. My nose has been kind of heavy, and I just chalk it up to that damn sinusitis allergy shit bothering me again. I don't give two shits, though. I mean, I've dealt with worse. I just keep telling it to bring it on.
Word.
Shit been trying to tear me down though, Raw, the last week though, man. That I ain't gonna say the word starts with the letter A, but I don't give it no more, use to me anymore. So it's not gonna get any more ammunition from me.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's been trying to rear its ugly head quite a few times. They tried to get me this morning. They got me for about 4.5 hours, but I was finally got through it. So
yeah,
took a hot shower and walked in there and said fuck it and walked back out.
Yeah, that's how you gotta be, man. That the power of fuck it, man. That shit is real powerful.
What's up, Biscuit?
Yo,
Stray.
What up,
man?
Papa.
Big Papa in the house. He ain't playing no games.
That's right.
Vibes Apparel, L Boogie, what up, man?
Getting his ninja on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chop
Hey,
side.
yo, did you pick up that Arkham Knight?
Man, I went to GameStop tonight, and someone had already reserved the one that was there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I swooped down today and got mine. And the dude took it right out the box. I was like, oh shit, because me and my sons was in there. And I was like, oh shit, Batman, Arkham Knight. I need that. He's like, yeah, but I ain't got it processed in the system. I said, I'll wait.
Normally I catch them when they put shit out. Normally I catch it, but this time I didn't. So whoever got it, they got it.
Yeah, I thought I'd seen that showed up here. I think it showed up here today. I think
the way that light's gleaming behind your head, you kind of look like Jesus. Why don't you just buy any old Batman figure and transform it into the Dark Knight?
The Arkham Knight.
Hold on, let me put the light back behind my head. Let me see if I can.
Real nice figure, man.
Cristo.
I always like the military heavily armored figures, man. It just looks like it's worth something to me, when they got that wild body armor and shit. I might have
You
to
know, it
invest
would be
in my own
interesting if
body
they
armor.
made Starship Trooper figures.
Huh?
I would buy
Starship?
both the Space Marines and
All
the
right.
Arachnids.
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me address something real quick.
What's happening?
Cobra Viper MC, I implore you to get on.
What's going on?
Because y'all are talking some straight up bullshit.
What the hell have some y'all in the site talking craziness? What's going on?
No.
They seem to be having a disagreement about racial struggles.
I find it hilarious that we're having a disagreement about racial struggle. Because it's evident. Do your research.
What happened?
You can't take anecdotal evidence. Oh, I came from a trailer park. Do you know how many people live in a trailer park?
Yeah, and you always seem that's the first thing they bring. One of the first things they throw up is like trailer park or the hood or
like it's evident. I don't see the need to have an argument about it because if you do your research, it's there.
Yeah.
It's there.
Plain in
You
black
can
and
ignore
white.
it. You
No
can sit
pun
here and say,
intended.
"Oh, I'm race baiting." When the fuck did that? How am I being somehow race switching? Whatever the fuck you said.
Oh, shit. What's going on here, man? What was this discussion? What the hell?
Because I disagree.
It's been going on in the
that-
chat for about 20 minutes, Raw.
I
see. I
have no problem having a discourse with anybody. But once I get a taste of willful ignorance, I let the shit go. I let you have it.
Let it
Go do
ride.
your research. I don't do debates with people who just ignore shit. You just had a fucking shooting at a goddamn store where the motherfucker intentionally went to that store because they were black. But you've been to sit here and tell me that I'm wrong.
That's what he did.
How many motherfuckers have died with no weapons that were black, but motherfuckers armed to the teeth managed to get arrested and get some Burger King? But I'm wrong. But I'm wrong.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's kind of, it's kind of fucked up. Yeah.
It ain't no
It's
argument
not.
there.
It ain't kind of.
I'm not.
It is.
You're not gonna sit here and tell me,
I
oh,
agree with that.
oh, immigrants come over and they, yeah. Do you know how a lot of immigrants get down? What they do is smart. What they do is they all bundle up in one little house and they all go get trucks and they work little odd jobs. You know, sometimes if you're here in Texas, you'll see them sitting at Home Depot.
Oh yeah.
And they get picked up and they go work a job.
Yes,
but
that's
then they
called
wives
day
be at home.
Working under the table.
And they have kids here. And they have kids here, right? And then they kids, they get benefits off their kids. So then they take advantage of the system.
Oh,
and they
yeah.
get hundreds of dollars in food stamps.
But everybody takes advantage of the system, though. But you
Of
are right.
course. It's not just them.
Yeah, everybody's
That's my
guilty
whole
of it.
point.
This
I'm
is
not
actually a
saying it
perfect
is.
illustration of what I was talking about earlier, about how, people are being, two different sides are being told two different stories.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Here's
neither
the thing,
neither side
And
is
not being
willing to
consistent.
research what the other side has been told.
Exactly.
And that's all I'm saying. Do the
And it
research.
creates
Come
a
back to me.
terrible divide.
But somehow me saying do the research, come back to me goes to somehow I'm fucking race baiting or what the fuck?
Nah.
The hell is that
Ain't
about?
ain't nothing about.
Yeah, it's some wild shit, man. Crazy.
Well, I mean, here's an interesting fact that 90% of this country doesn't know. Do you
That's
know
the
what
sad part.
year the last slave was officially freed?
I'm lying? Well, prove me wrong.
Well,
Prove me wrong. I am so invested in it. Get on here right now and prove me wrong.
I know
Tell
Martin
me
Luther
prove me
King.
wrong.
I know why.
Well, most people don't even know there was an all-black
The year that the last slave was officially freed was 1942, right before the draft started.
Ooh,
Yeah, because they needed war.
They were
needed
free
people
just
for
in
war.
time to be drafted to their death.
military, yeah.
For war. Yep.
But
I'm
then
lying,
you got to
though.
think about Juneteenth.
Look
Those
at that
people didn't even
bullshit.
know that. They wasn't realize that they were free.
That was the whole point of Juneteenth.
Yeah, and it happened in a town in Texas. I forget the town's name, but that's what Juneteenth was. This certain town, these people did not know that they were free. They were still acting as if they were still enslaved.
Well, and there were a lot of systems still in place until very recently. Even though they weren't slaves on paper, they were still put in positions where they were stuck.
Mm-hmm. It's wild, man. That's why I say this country has been built on so much crazy shit. It only has to go out in the craziest of ways. There is no way this country is ever going to rehabilitate itself. It's too far gone. It's too far gone.
And now, if you say, "Hey, do your research, man," we'll have that conversation. You're race baiting.
It's too far gone. This
because I'm saying
country
educate yourself on what you're talking about.
But
I'm race baiting.
But this, no matter what, this country has to explode or implode, either or.
No, Raw, what it needs to do is break apart.
It's going to break apart.
This country is too large to survive as it is. It needs to be broken into smaller countries. Look how huge the Roman Empire was at its peak. Look how huge the Persian Empire was at its peak. At the end of the day, it's too much for one system to govern. There's too many different ideologies fighting amongst each other.
Well, they're
to
trying
be held under one rule.
That's why they look towards China as an example.
Yeah.
You see how long they ruled over in China. Even though they had their skirmishes and infighting, they still kept the one rule.
But that's like all the wars in the in the Middle East
but
and
you have
all
to
that.
take into consideration during World War II, Japan occupied most of China.
Exactly. But still, they still operate as one now.
Like you call it the forever war. Like it don't never stop.
A Chinese person will not look at another Chinese person as an enemy. They'll look at them as their countrymen because that's indoctrinated. We talked about indoctrination.
Well, I don't look at Chinese people as anything. I look at their government as something. Because most Chinese people don't agree with their government.
Nope.
Much like most Americans don't agree with our government.
But yet they follow the government regardless. So
well, in China, if they don't follow their government, they're rounded up.
But then here comes the idea of there's power in numbers, but nobody wants to get together to overthrow the motherfuckers.
Well, how can they overthrow their government when they're all unarmed?
For the fifth time, I done said this shit already. I did not say that because someone is poor, it's okay for them to come and rob you. That's not what I said. That's the fifth time I done said the same shit now.
They split us down the middle, red and blue. That's what I was saying. They
split us down.
All about
anyway.
I don't even give a shit about red and blue because they're both bullshit. Just like I said, I'm a moderate left. I lean mostly left, but I'm not gonna sit there and be ignorant enough to say that the right ain't right sometimes. Not gonna say that.
Hey, I'm not even
at the end of the day.
You might label me as an anarchist.
When I took my political compass test, I was slightly left of center.
Shit.
When it comes down to self, like a straight was saying, when it comes down to
I
self,
truly believe in clean slates and every fucking thing. Don't give me the motherfucking permission.
Yes, both parties need to be dismantled.
The founding fathers, we can talk about them too. A collective of racists. Slave owners.
Man, I got to get some more soda.
But what I'm saying is, give me the opportunity to push
I think Thomas Jefferson even had a secret room in his house.
For what? I wonder.
And he gave one of the ladies
Thomas
who worked
Jefferson
on his property as a slave.
Knocked up one of his slaves.
Knocked
up probably many of his
slaves. Oh, he knocked up a lot of them.
And he didn't even have the courtesy to free them before he died.
One of
Like,
my
they
ex
bore his
girlfriends was
children,
that
and his
her
children were born
ancestor
slaves.
was
He didn't
Thomas
even free
Jefferson.
his
The whole
own
family
children.
from Virginia.
Yeah, because I seen the history special about it. They showed the room and everything, and they didn't know it until they were renovating
Your
the house.
founding fathers, they're not so nice when you actually do your research. Not even George.
Hey,
Well,
Night View.
find me one conqueror in the planet's history that was a nice guy.
None of them.
Because they were basically our founding fathers were conquerors.
I don't say do your research to be a fucking asshole. I say do your research so that the next time we had a conversation, you actually have something that I can actually go off of.
Have a
But
good
when you
night,
sit here
Ninja
and you
Bill.
tell me trailer park people, they seem to not live in trailer parks anymore. Anybody can get a good job.
Red
But
and
that's
blue
politics in your good job.
Indeed, sir.
There's red and blue in your good job that you got. There's a reason why your manager has been your manager for the last 15, 25 years. Because he ain't finna give it away to you. It's politics in every damn thing.
Oh yeah,
Shit,
that's
it's
why
politics in
I
these
hate it.
motherfucking toys.
I get tired of
Yeah.
the cartoons. Everything's got to be politically correct. I'm tired of seeing the shit.
Yeah, man. It's just the way of the world now, man.
Yes, well, when you hide information from the public doesn't have the whole story.
Yeah.
And both
And you gotta
sides
dig for
hide
that shit.
information that they don't want the other side to see.
Yeah, because they sweep
Hours,
everything under the
days,
rug or they put it in the closet.
years.
They don't want you to. They don't want you to know. They redact everything.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
If there was a link, you'll be banned. MC, I done told you before, I welcome all types of conversation. Get your ass on here, bruh.
What is this?
You ain't gonna get banned unless you say some bullshit, but you ain't gonna get banned.
No, there's only. I think there's only one way to get banned. We all
Ain't
know
nothing.
that.
Yeah,
We know that, Bridge. Don't.
I mean, I'm up for any conversation as long as it's constructive and as long as just a straight debate. That's cool.
Yes, MC, if you come
let's
on
talk
and you
boys.
don't
Let's
show
talk
your
boys, y'all.
butthole, I think you'll be fine.
So how about them Disney mini balls, y'all?
The Disney mini balls. I have seen
Actually,
those.
I'm on the toy mini balls now.
I
I
haven't
feel
been
like
on
I've got
them.
enough of the Disney ones.
I
I
think
pulled all
every
the
damn
Marvel and
thing has
Star
the little
Wars that
mini
I
balls
want, and
now.
now I'm just on the toy ones because I'm looking for the Ninja Turtle stuff.
So that damn Buzz Lightyear jet fit a 6-inch classified, or you got to modify it?
Only if you rip out the spring gear inside.
Oh, okay.
I ain't gonna lie, them Buzz Lightyear toys look kind of good.
MCDJ, what's up, man?
Well, I know a dude here locally.
What's going on, bro?
Been talking about them.
What is happening?
What's up, NC?
Yo, that Doom mask is serious.
The mask is dope.
Yeah, man, but
I don't know.
yeah.
Every time I see his mask, I always think of that villain from the 1980s Flash Gordon movie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the one with the what you call it,
the one whose eyes melt out of it at the end of it.
I'm thinking
with all
of
the Masonic symbolism.
yeah, I'm thinking of it's a little different, but it's a little shinier. But
I think
what
he
was
was
it?
main
Mad
on
Max?
the low too. He was the
Beyond
other
the
clone of
Thunderdome.
me, or some shit like that.
I think he called him Titus.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't remember his name, but I do remember
Are you
thinking.
muted or can you hear him?
Yeah, it's the mask.
Yeah, the mask blocks a lot of his audio.
There's Titus.
Yeah, man.
If you can, put your mic up under your mask.
You can adjust the volume level, I believe, in StreamYard. I had to do that on mine because I always seem kind of low when I used to watch streams.
Yes, we're having great difficulty hearing you, MC DJ.
Hold on. You hear me now?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
But I think it was just everybody was talking at one time.
Oh, that's all good, bro.
Yeah. What's going down? And this world, this country, it's over. Everything is over, man. We're gonna see in a short few years how things change drastically. And I mean, as far as surveillance, as far as people accepting the change that is not going to be healthy for anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The more, I mean, look at the milk. I mean, the Similac shit. I mean, look at how people are acting about that.
Yeah,
it ain't gonna be too much longer till people start shit. You walk out the store with that Similac showing in your cart.
But see, also check
somebody
this out.
need that.
But that's what I'm
God
saying.
damn it, might show its face.
And you know you got people scalping that shit.
But
yeah,
see,
yeah.
But this
it's all over Facebook.
What happens though? People lose the old ways of doing things. What happened before Similac?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I've been seeing it all over. One of my cousins talked about it. Like, how do you not know how to go about doing it yourself without having to rely on them as an old timer?
Yeah, there's ways of feeding your child without Similac.
Yeah, you know.
And then
there are women that have hard times.
No, I'm not saying they don't have hard times, but there's ways of doing it with rice meal and
there's a natural way of doing it without having to just depend on the store and
you can make your own
home remedies is basically ways of going around and you get it's a workaround.
I wasn't brought up on Similac at all.
Me neither.
I was breastfed, but I also had cereal in my bottle that they
cereal. Well, you know, I ain't finna sit here and explain to you. I know you got kids too. You know what cereal does.
Yeah, because kids they hunt. They want more food.
I think that's why I'm so partial to Captain Crunch.
No, I'm not talking about that type of cereal, but the cereal that you can get through the bottle and shit.
That cereal. That's that put in the bed bottle.
Yeah, that nice warm joint. But you know,
Mama, where my Fruit Loops at?
You know, but
or my tricks.
The only thing is the old ways are lost.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
When you have that problem, that's why people panic over fucking Similac.
Or the simplest things in general. I mean, because they so caught up in the moment of now that they don't have
to find bread on the shelves. You can't find bread on the shelves.
Similac is this year's toilet paper.
But just like a Stray said, you don't do research. You know, you act like that there's no other way
paper one was just unnecessary.
Feeding your child. I mean, there's more than one way. I mean,
hell yeah.
All you gotta do is Google that shit.
Shit.
Or ask your grandmother, or ask somebody. Hell,
order it on Amazon and have it next day shipped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no more toilet.
That's a prime example. I'm a lefty, right? But I shop on Amazon.
Yeah, there's always a workaround.
They be like, Amazon is fucking us up, and I'll be like, but I need that Batman though.
That's why you always gotta have a backup plan.
And I need it tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
Look, there's a market out there, and Amazon's answering the call for it.
Yeah, their packaging is still shitty, but
if people have a problem with Amazon, then they shouldn't shop with Amazon.
Yeah. That's just it. That's just it, Prophet. I don't have a problem. I enjoy it.
I wouldn't mind ordering from them now because
Amazon Prime member.
I can't be mad at someone.
I have been since 2014 or 10, one of those.
I remember when I was living in Santa Fe, New Mexico, there were a lot of people who were very upset that Walmart and Target moved into the town. And they were talking about how it was killing all the mom and pop businesses. And you know where they were having these conversations? In the aisles at Walmart and Target.
Well, I've been everywhere though, but
I'm like,
I
you
definitely
fucking
remember
idiots. If you have such a problem with it, why are you shopping here and working here?
Well, that's
right.
Yeah. Well, it's common sense in general, man. Like, why do you bitch about something and you're a hypocrite because you're doing the very thing that you're
That's what
basically
I'm
voicing
saying.
your opinion about?
It's very hard for me to be all pro, and I'm like, but I shop at Amazon though.
I mean, if you're gonna say something, back it up. I mean, be legit about what you're talking about. So, like, if you say you don't like shopping at Walmart, shop.
And I say that shit all the time. And guess where I be at when I say it?
I try to get a discount if my shit too banged up though.
I'm right there
Oh
looking at
yeah,
all the milk and shit, and I'm like, I can't stand this fucking
Yeah,
store.
Oh, if my
I gotta.
shit shows up damaged, I make them send me another.
I never did, but I finally somebody told me, say, hey, why don't you I don't remember who it was. It might have been my
I'm a
sister or
bit more
somebody, but
forgiving if it's shipped by the seller. But if it's shipped by Amazon and it comes fucked up, I'm like, you guys better give me another.
I got a discount on one of the Castle Grayskulls I bought back a long while ago.
One of.
Yeah, you caught that one of.
Share the
Yeah,
damn wealth, Daredevil.
I bought two of them.
Send me one of those Castle Grayskulls.
Well, I sold the one I had, and Kaz got the other one. I sold Kaz the other one.
All right, I'll just take that Eternity playset instead.
Oh, I thought the Crimson Guard were coming over here to get it. I guess they must have took a detour at Albuquerque.
Well,
and went on
unfortunately,
vacation.
my Crimson Guard are all distracted because their wives can't get, formula for their babies.
Oh. I thought they were distracted by S3D's collection of females.
The trains.
At the cabooses. Either that or the Baroness one, or the one, what is it? What you said, 112 scale, or?
Yes, 112 scale.
Man, she's a hot one.
Yeah.
Hey, get the fuck off
Jay.
my Kool-Aid, Dan.
Yeah, I was gonna say I agree with that. I didn't look up. I got a whole amplifier for free. Fucking
Well, that's how
Amazon.
they should look. Is basically I'm giving you a compliment, so people can't seem to get right. No,
Yeah, man. But toy collecting is slowly dying out, fellas.
It'll never die.
I would say dying out as far as the over consumerism of it, like having to get every line.
Yeah, I agree.
Or collect every line. I think that's over with now. Everybody realizes like I might as well just stick to a couple of lines.
If people feel the need for that stuff, they're going to find a way to fill that void.
I've already generally just stayed to one line
collecting won't
anyway.
die; it will simply evolve.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if people stop buying from Hasbro, they'll still buy from people like Kaz.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, guys used to buy 2 or 3 of the same character to the store, to the unbox and shit. That shit is over with now.
I would.
Well, shit,
I just
that's even if you can get it. That's even if you can get
someone like Steve who will still buy like a ton of everything, even if he doesn't need it.
I would. I'd buy 2 of everything if I had the room, but I just don't have the room.
I don't think it's about I think it's about means, really. If you have the means and the desire, you're going to fulfill that desire.
Because my Monopoly pieces take up a lot of real
Don't have
estate.
the means that Hasbro thinks we have.
Well, I think for me, I mean, I've always been satisfied with my one as long as my one is good. And
yeah,
if there's a variant of that one, I might pick up that variant. But I've never had this need to buy 2 of the same thing. It just, for me, it feels like a waste of money. Because I could have went to the other figure in a way or something else down the line.
What it is, sometimes our child mentalities when we're in the store at it, because we're, truth be told, at these toys, it's not our adult souls looking at these fucking, it's our child selves looking at these toys.
Well, yes, but adults do the same silly shit.
I mean,
look at these guys who will spend like $20,000 on a Rolex. when their phone does everything that watch can do and more.
Yeah, but
you know, or these guys who spend $3,000 on a pair of sneakers they're never going to wear.
Oh yeah, I was gonna bring that up. Jay Holler just said it. So I went and I checked Target, and they're not carrying Marvel Legends anymore.
The
6-inch
Targets
figures
in my area are.
They had them, and I guess within the last week they took them down. They changed all the stickers to something else now. Now it's another subline, but it's not Marvel Legends, the 6-inch figures.
Wow.
Well, I think Marvel Legends is preparing for the new packaging. But the Targets by my house still have the new Thor Love and Thunder wave up.
See, I haven't even seen that wave at my Target.
I've seen them at Walmart here.
I haven't seen them at Walmart either.
Yeah, but
I saw that. I saw one of the figures at GameStop.
Mm. Yeah, it's gonna be a changing, man. Shit.
I'm waiting on.
I know that Japanese Spider-Man got cankles. No.
Yeah.
Oh, I still want it though.
I ain't gonna lie, I pre-ordered
But you know
it.
what the irony?
I saw.
I don't want that Japanese Spider-Man for my Marvel Legends collection. I want
the SH Fig Arts version of him.
Is he in a red? He's in a traditional red suit, right?
Yeah,
red and blue. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think he was the one that our local comic shop got him in.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, I think No. That was
He got the Arkham wave too. With
he was telling me that Big Bad
had
the Spider-Man
until 2023.
Really? I don't know. Let me go back. I'll look at it again. But it was one I had never seen. It was new too. So
the only Marvel Legend I'll get at this point is when they do the Hammond Spider-Man from 1960 or Super Hulk. Those are the only two that's it.
I recently bought the black suit Spider-Man on the retro card.
Yeah. Yeah, I got all those retro.
I actually have it in front of me right now. If I had a camera set up, I would show you.
I had to get mine from Post.
So what y'all think? Stray, what you think about the big discounts on all the Motu stuff at Target?
I think it was a good thing because honestly, they needed to move that shit.
Yeah, especially a lot of the Wave 1 figures and stuff. I mean, you'd still get some other ones, some other good ones if you needed them.
Because I went to Target today and I seen they put out Trap Jaw and King Grayskull. Apparently, they had a lot of them in the back. So yeah, I'm kind of like, you motherfuckers, because I fucking went to another Target to go get that damn Trap Jaw, and you bitches had 3.
Pop the trunk.
At this point, all I'm looking for is Triclops and Man at Arms.
Oh, okay.
Well, and Merman. I want Merman as well.
Well, I know Pop the Trunk.
I haven't seen them.
He found Tila, but he didn't know I needed it, so he had commented back because I commented on his Instagram post recently, a few days ago or whenever it was, and I was like, he's like, oh, my bad, bro. I didn't know you needed him. I was like, damn, man, I've been saying it on the stream for I don't know how long.
Oh, he found Tila?
He saw one. He said her head, her alternate head was rolling around in the box. I'm just like, that ain't the only time I've heard that. You know, somebody else
was in the box. I mean, if you're going to open it, what does that matter?
Yeah, I mean, I don't give a damn. I just found it kind of funny and kind of odd that it's like more than one report of.
But I do think that Targets and Walmarts make decisions about what they keep on their shelves based on the region that they're in.
Shit, somebody found the whole wave at how do you pronounce that store? It's Majers, MEJ.
Oh my,
yeah. So they found the whole wave 4 of Masterverse that includes Merman and that new Tila, and it was all on clearance.
Damn.
So I was like,
oh, because if it was out, then that means that it was out for whatever the sale is.
Well, what we're actually seeing, you're gonna see an info all this shit because all the containment, the containers, since nothing's really.
I think it's just because of overflow.
Yeah,
you know what it is? Like nothing is coming in from China anymore like that because they're locked down.
Yeah, because you see a lot like the Masterverse stuff is coming out is coming from Vietnam.
Yeah. So that means the ports are opening up. They're moving, their shipment. But here's another fucking problem: the gas is so high on these drivers that they can't even afford to drive and pick up the shipment and drop it off.
Right.
So
So it's like you can't get from point A to point B to point C.
exactly. If it ain't one thing, it's another.
Right. If it ain't going one way, we're pretty much fucked.
Yeah.
I know it. I mean, the only stores that seems to be really moving shit is GameStop right now. Most of the shit that I've been finding has been at GameStop.
I don't ever really be shopping at GameStop at
The guy-
all.
What's the retail on that dealer?
Yeah. My guy over
Teela?
here, our factories
Retail.
flooded with all
Should be
Retail.
$19.99.
$20.
Well, now if you can find her, you can get her for 10 plus tax if you find her. But it's normally 21, so like 23 with tax, right about 23.
I thought it was still 19.
I think it might like differ in certain places. I think it's 19.99 here, but I have seen it at 21.97 in other places. But they do have them on sale, like I said. So
I'm trying to join.
and the Origins, man, they're down.
I'm trying to join.
Speaking of that, I got
What up? Bruce on the
I got
loop.
He-Man on pre-order on Amazon, the Eternia one.
Yeah, I got that 40th anniversary. Luckily, I pre-ordered it when they put it up on Big Bad before they pulled it down. So they're gonna honor.
I wonder what's going on with
It's
that.
getting a bit late, and I have to get up to work at 6 in the morning tomorrow.
All right,
So
bro.
I'm gonna jump out.
All right, brother.
The rest
Have a
of you
good one,
guys
man.
have a good night. Bruce, I'm glad that everything went well for you in the restroom.
Of course it did.
Have a good night, guys.
All right, man. Right, Prophet. But yeah, it's probably because they're gonna price hike it. I'm sure.
Oh, shit.
Have you
That
noticed?
figure was already what? Wasn't it like, how much was it?
The normal price, like a regular figure, is like 20, 22, 23.
Oh, it's probably gonna be 30.
Yeah, it probably will. I mean, that's the only realistic thing I could think of. Either that or they do. I don't really. That's the only really thing that makes sense to me, man. I don't think I really can really honestly think of any other reason as to why they would yank it like that.
But like with Target and Walmart and stores like that, they name the prices. They can charge what they want on the prices.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
so much Hasbro or Mattel is stores.
Well, because their buying power, they got so much that they can really do what the fuck they want to do. Like, for
I assume
example,
that they
Walmart
were,
has shown their ass a few times with putting shit out. The
Yeah,
GI
I was-
Joes, when they did that,
Yeah.
what was Hasbro gonna say to them? We're not gonna send you our stuff.
I thought they were gonna save it for San Diego Comic Con, but I was surprised when they put it up on Big Bad and Entertainment Earth already.
You know what though? They probably was, but I think they canceled it, right? Because a lot of people, like for example, I saw those Crow, the VHS figures, the one that comes in like the VHS case. I saw those at Walmart, and that was supposed to be a Comic Con thing.
Wow.
Well, I know, they're not going to be at PowerCon for the first time in like 12 years or some crazy shit, or how long it's been. But I know they've got something big planned for San Diego Comic Con, so they're going to be there at least. And I'm waiting on that Netflix Geek Week on June the 8th. So I'm pretty sure they're going to reveal or announce the next season of Revelation. If they stay with that title, which I'm not sure.
It's probably gonna.
I
I'm
think
not
it's
gonna
gonna
lie, man. I like Mark Hamill, but I kind of like the Netflix He-Man. I like that Skeletor's voice a little better.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, that new Eternia Skeletor head, man, that head is leagues better. than that one that came with the first one for this Netflix series.
Yeah, it is. It's
Revelation.
a lot better. Even the other one is a lot better.
Yeah, I can't even look at that head no more. I just be like, man,
There,
that's some bullshit.
I seen somebody took the merman armor off a classic merman and put him on the merman from that wave, and he looks pretty decent.
Well, that figure is supposed to be getting another release with his armor.
Yeah, they just decided to do it that way. They did it like kind of how they did the Tila.
Yeah.
You know,
Because you can do the same thing with
it's basically using the same tools, reusing the same tools with just a little bit of changing it up a little bit.
I think Mattel is doing the best at. I think Hasbro needs to sit down and ask them what the fuck Mattel is doing
Well, I
because
mean, look, I mean, they basically patent shit. Basically, that's all they did in the '80s, though, for the original line. So they know what they're doing. They've been doing it for 40 years, so it's not like it's new to them.
Because even though if you sit them next to each other, yeah, they kind of have the same silhouette. But when you actually look at them, like their details are different.
Yeah, the details are the biggest, different right
Like
off the bat.
especially with like Trapjaw and Faker and even Merman.
Yeah, they are, man. They're all great figures.
I'm about to chrome Trapjaw's teeth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, teeth looks funny to me. Like,
I'm waiting for somebody to surgically remove his tongue.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like that smile. I'm surprised they ain't super glued his jaw shut. I don't mind it. It's just because it's based off the show. He smiles and shows his tongue on there. So
yeah.
Hey Jay, man. Hey, you and Illmatic, y'all got me on these goddamn Hot Wheels. But I didn't fuck around. I got my son on them too, so that's cool. So it worked out
easy. I tried to get the red line today. Man, that's worse than Hasbro.
Man, I seen
Illmatic burst my bubble, man. I thought I had a super. And I told Illmatic about it, man. He was just like, yeah, that's cool, man, but it ain't a super, though. I'm like,
Damn.
They had
I seen somebody showed it's made by Jada. It's the movie Bumblebee with the girl.
Oh, okay.
Thought that was pretty neat.
Man. This is crazy.
Yeah, his Hot Wheel collecting is aggressive. Like,
shit, I already know. I've been every damn time, I go to Target. I have been to Target in the past when I used to go early in the morning when they first opened. They'd always be the same two old dudes over there fighting.
Yeah, man.
And I heated the argument about, hey, who touched that? Did you touch that first, or or why'd you do this? Well, I mean, like, look, I mean, who got, I'm gonna let y'all figure it out.
Hey, it's a Hot Wheels collector out here. I see him damn near every morning when I go to Target. Man, this dude, he didn't taught me so much shit, and then like all these little events that he like. I think there's one this weekend, but
they'd be real
man,
too, man.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to walk. If they're already over there, don't walk up on them. They'd be like, they turn around and give you that look.
Oh yeah. I gave a kid not a super, but a treasure hunt. This it was a little truck, and I seen the dude coming. And I was just like, man, fuck that guy. I gave it to the kid. I was like, hey kid, this one right here is a treasure hunt. You'll like that one. He's like, oh really? I'm like, yeah, man. And he took off and ran with it. And dude looked at me like, you motherfucker. I'm like, man, if these kids don't buy this shit gonna disappear.
I mean, how many supers he probably had too? So,
hey, that's all we do. Let's get the They had this exclusive members joint earlier yesterday at 12 noon. You had the man. This shit is. I don't understand. If you're already a member, they should already give you the chance to get the damn car. It shouldn't be that you have to compete every time you get the car. You should automatically get the car as you are a member.
Yeah.
Saying it should be a reserve for the member.
Oh.
Yeah, automatic
Jay.
member, but they don't.
Hey, Jay Holler, we know that you are part of the Hot Wheels Mafia. They don't have no choice but to bring the case out.
Not part of the mafia. Why do you say that? He's part of the Hot Wheels Illuminati.
Yeah, man. He talking about me. They bring me and my boy the case. It's like, God damn, bro. Like they just say, oh shit, here he come. Go get that case.
You know, him and Illmatic is part of the Illuminati gang, man.
Long Dragon, you ain't got no sense.
Damn.
Telling you that shit.
And I put that on my Motu car.
I'm gonna find one day, Jay. And when I find it, I'm gonna let you know. But I gotta check with Illmatic so that he can burst my bubble first.
Well, fellas, I call it a morning, or early.
Yeah, I need to too. I need to get my ass to sleep.
That's what's up, yo.
Get the fuck on.
Fellas on the PM tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be back on.
Y'all be good, man.
All right.
It's always good chatting with y'all.
All right. Hey, MC, I don't hate you, bro. I really don't. I do not hate you.
I need a mask like that, man. I really do.
Yeah, that's just tight.
Definitely.
I just want to clear that up. I don't want nobody to be like, oh, there's beef on the fucking chat. No, there's no beef. I don't hate nobody here.
We must hate the government. Peace.
I do hate the government.
Right, exactly. Ravage. Cat down here biting at my feet and shit. Yeah, my bad. I was ordering a couple things I need to get, y'all.
Oh, you was on there ordering shit. You was looking for Tila.
Yeah, I did. Look, bro. It's $42 though on Amazon.
Damn.
$42.
You didn't? What did you order it on Amazon?
No, I didn't order it. Hell no.
Oh,
I saw it on
I was
Amazon.
gonna say, did you check the sellers? Because sometimes they'll have it, but it'll be like pre-order. But normally that shit, man, they normally fulfill them orders within like a week.
Oh no, it said May 27th for $42.
Oh no.
So 2 days.
Ooh, I should be getting my Buzz Lightyear today.
Yeah.
Which one? From the 6-inch line?
The ship. He got the Buzz Lightyear ship.
Oh, the ship.
Is
it 6-inch or what is it?
You ain't see it? I showed it yesterday.
Oh, you got one?
Fuck yeah. Should I get one? Fuck yeah. Look at that bitch, man.
And it fits a classified in it?
You gotta cut it up. You gotta take out some parts, but yeah, it'll work.
Man, I saw that Solar Chogokian version of it, man. That ship is dope. I don't know how Pixar figured that shit out, but they're doing the right thing with that Buzz. Are you gonna paint it?
I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. Right now I got it, though. I know that. This shit's tight as is. Yeah, it's a lot. The front. There we go. I got it locked down now.
That ejection seat's pretty cool.
It shoots missiles and shit. It's got little missiles under them right here. And them shit shoot out.
You know, I keep looking at it. And how much is it? I looked at it at the store today. I didn't look at the price.
40 bucks, 40 some odd, $40 and some change. It's got landing gear on it.
Said they can make their shit for $40-something.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on with Hasbro?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Oh, if Hasbro made one the same size, it would probably be like $80-$90.
Hey,
Probably more than that.
and it's Disney. It's Disney Pixar type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Super recognizable, way more popular, way more popular.
Nah, I don't know about all that.
What do you mean? How is Buzz Lightyear not way more popular than fucking G.I. Joe? Come on, man.
What?
Kids
Stop.
don't know shit about no
He
fucking
is.
Joes, man.
Buzz Lightyear probably is more recognizable for kids.
Let's be for real.
For
It's
Disney.
more
Yeah, you got
recognizable.
to think about it. I mean, let's starting with me because I'm 30. So I
Right.
mean, I know
Wait.
Buzz Lightyear, and the kids, and I grew up with that, and plus the kids now they know Buzz Lightyear.
You take
Now,
10 kids, you take 10 fucking kids to the goddamn to the toy store,
All right.
and you have Buzz Lightyear shit, and you have G.I. Joe. What do you think they're gonna choose? Come on, be for real. It's way more recognizable. That's why they still make Buzz Lightyear movies. They still make hundreds of millions of dollars in Toy Story movies because it's way more profitable for them.
even in Toy Story, Buzz Lightyear was always the more popular character,
Yeah.
but Woody was like the face of Toy Story, but Buzz Lightyear was like
Cool guy.
he was the cool guy. Because Buzz Lightyear had a cartoon at one point.
Yeah, he did.
So I guess they're trying this again, and it looks like they're doing a damn good attempt because the toys are pretty cool from what I saw, and the movie looks good. I mean, shit, it's Disney Pixar. They don't normally shoot out duds, so
I'm excited to see the movie.
They ain't about to drop that kind of cash on no fucking. They had their little dud. Are they even making another G.I. Joe movie? Are they gonna do another one?
I don't remember hearing any mention of it. I don't think.
I thought they was working on well, they said some media, right? They didn't say what it was gonna be.
Where's the animated movie we were supposed to get from Transformers? We were supposed to get an animated movie, eh?
I don't know.
I didn't
know there was gonna be one.
When they were talking about the Bumblebee shit, we was gonna get Bumblebee.
I know there's supposed to be another Bumblebee movie.
I'm pretty sure they said we were gonna get 2 live actions and animated. We got the Bumblebee. We're waiting on the Rise, whatever the fuck.
Shit.
Okay.
I don't know. They need to try again with G.I. Joe. Maybe just do it the way it was intended instead of trying to lead with Snake Eyes.
I heard a rumor that the animated movie was going to be a story about like Megatron, why he became the leader of the Decepticons, like the movie about him.
Yeah, that's why I was saying if they did the G.I. Joe movies and they just actually tried to follow what was done, canon wise, and gave that a shot, I think they would probably do better. I think when you take a popular franchise and you make a movie out of it, the people who know that franchise already you're gonna get their asses in the seat. But if you're trying to get new people, well, the people that's already gonna go are gonna be the ones that's gonna tell the new people,
All right,
hey,
MC, DC.
Hey, this is such and such, and that's such and such, and that's da da da. Those are the people that's gonna drag their friends and shit to go see this movie. Like Star Wars, for example, or the Marvel movie. The Marvel movies is a prime example of that. Most of the people that's into those movies have never read a comic book.
Right.
So, I mean, I think the same thing can happen for G.I. Joe and Transformers. Transformers seems to do well, like Lone said, with the toys. I mean, the toys have had no problem selling. It's the damn, it's the damn movies that suck.
Goddamn Nick is fucking killing me.
That's all them chains you be wearing.
Yeah, the Snake Eyes movie was bad. That was terrible. My son didn't even care for that fucking movie. He thought he was just like, when is Snake Eyes showing up? And I'm just kind of like, you're looking at that. I don't know what else to say. He's talking too fucking much. I know that, but you're looking at him. And then for the last scene of the movie is he finally gets the suit and he leaves on a motorcycle. I'm like, how the hell is that supposed to sell toys? I don't get it. I don't know what Hasbro exec saw that and was like, yes, this is gonna do it.
You pushing the whole classified line. Why did you choose the ninja aspect of it?
Yeah, that too. I mean, the whole military thing was the whole, the theme of it. And then I mean, don't get me wrong, I like ninjas and I do believe that ninjas sell, but with G.I. Joe, it's kind of hard.
Cool.
Ninjas are cool, but when you have something that's heavily based in a military background, I mean, the ninjas are just kind of there, but they're not the star of the damn.
We want to see the tanks and the jets and shit. We want to see.
Right, not ninjas.
Really?
Now they might have been able to revisit back Snake Eyes like 2 movies in after some good tanks and fights and wars and bombs and missiles and shit.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, even if they did Commando Snake Eyes first, like they could have did Commando Snake Eyes, and then they find out later on, like there's some mystery there. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, oh shit, he's actually from, he trained here and da da da. But to me, when you try to make a cage fighter turned, who, in my opinion, he was the bad guy in the movie. Snake Eyes was the bad guy in that movie. Like, he wasn't the good guy.
They cast the wrong dude as Snake Eyes, anyways.
Yeah, they should have had the other guy be him because clearly he knew what the fuck he was doing. The dude that played Storm Shadow.
They cast the wrong fucking guy.
But then at the same time, they didn't have to cast anybody to be him because they could have just kind of did like what they did in The Boys with what is his name? Was it Black Noir or whatever?
Never takes the mask off.
Yeah, never takes the mask off, so you don't know, and it gives that mystery. Like, damn, who is this?
Like when Mando took his helmet off, which was whack. Hey, the first 2 like G.I. Joe movies, did they tie any at all into the Snake Eyes movie?
No.
None.
Nope.
Did the first 2 tie into each other at all?
Nope.
They didn't.
They do in the beginning, but that's it.
They were better than the Snake Eyes movie.
They were better than the Snake Eyes movie.
Ugh.
At least it was G.I. Joe. They were trying to be G.I. Joe.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Snake Eyes is white. That is true.
They tried to be G.I. Joe at least.
But this is when diversity goes wrong. Because they should have just let him be white. That's kind of a premise of his character. It's kind of like how some people had an issue with Moon Knight, but I'm like, he's a Jewish. That's just who he is. I mean,
I guess I understand what you mean by the Snake Eyes thing. I didn't know that Snake Eyes was originally white, but by making him like an Asian dude, now you got to come up with this whole Asian backstory of fucking temples and fucking dynasty families and all this shit. Like, you got to completely make up this whole backstory that makes no goddamn sense to the G.I. Joe universe.
When you could have made
now we're gone from
a white Norris. He was a white boy that learned.
Right now it's some dude that has. Now it's about Shaolin temples and fucking ninja factions and all this kind of crazy shit that really has nothing to do with GI Joe, but you still throw in some of the people from the story to make it so you can be like, yeah, it's still GI Joe, but
Come
it's
to the
just a
next
ninja
movie.
movie.
Come to the
Yeah.
next movie if you want to see this.
Yeah, it's just a ninja movie, but we threw in some people.
But it wasn't even a good ninja movie. Like that's what makes it worse.
Wasn't. It was horrible. It
And
was
then like I feel like they got what's his name from man, what's the short Asian dude? He was in the Raid. He was in the movie The Raid.
oh yes, man, the raid.
Like that dude can fight for real, and y'all give him the wackest role possible.
It's not Tony.
No, not Tony Jaa.
Hold on. I'm looking it up. Hey, the raid, man. Those I liked both of the raids too, man.
And that dude has been in movies where it's been a lot of action.
Yes, dude.
And I'm just like, that's a terrible cast. Even when they cast the one black dude as who was he? Was he Blind Master or whatever? I was like, why would you do that? That was unnecessary.
The raid redemption.
Like that was the next problem with that movie was the casting. Like Henry Golding, I don't think he's a bad actor, but Snake Eyes is an Asian.
Eco. His name is Eco Uwas or Ecos. It's IKO.
Mm.
Man, he is badass too, though, man. And the dude that played Mac too is badass. I like him too.
Ghostface Killer is Blind Master.
Man, the raid, man, that's one of the most gangster fucking like, bro. It's almost like, how did y'all do this and not really actually kill? Like, man, some of that shit looks. Man, I'm telling you, some of these movies, man, like the raid and and Raid Redemption, man, them things, like somebody sacrificed their lives for some of these scenes. Like the shit looks real as fuck.
Yeah, it looks really good. But I'm saying you take someone who was in a film like that, and then you reduce them, like you underutilize their capabilities, and you put them in a shit ass. I mean, they tried to give him like a little fight scene, but I was like, that's not. This isn't like what he can do more than that.
Yes, man, that dude, man, has been, man. Oh, man.
I mean, look at Peacemaker, for example. They took a character that was pretty much racist, and they made him likable. They made him likable.
Oh, I know. They did.
Even his dad. I can't remember the dude's name, but I just like him because of the Terminator.
Oh, he was in like.
But I mean, that dude his character really was racist. But I was just like, you know what though? His suit was kind of cool. The white dragon suit was kind of cool.
It was tight. It was kind of tight. It was like, yeah. They couldn't make a toy of that shit.
No, they can't. But I was like, that was kind of cool.
That shit looked like some straight KKK for real, bro. Hey, that was the KKK superhero suit, man. Like, I would buy it because it is a tight figure to have, but they couldn't make that shit. Hey, you sitting there buying the Clan Master, damn.
Yeah, I feel like shit walking to the register with that.
No, bro. You got to do the self checkout.
Yeah.
Hide it under your arm and shit.
Yeah, you got to go to self checkout. Buy a shirt or some toilet tissue just to throw over it, so people don't see you walking through the store with that shit. Man, imagine if they really made that shit though. How many people would be busting it out the packages in the store? Like, y'all think LeBron heads went missing? People,
you know for sure you're gonna find that figure with its arm raised up.
Yeah. Or just destroyed. The packaging destroyed because people be like, man, fuck that shit.
Oh man, they would have been trying to put McFarlane out of business.
Hey,
how could you make that figure? It's insensitive,
bro. That shit would be too funny. No, you already know that figure would be defaced. People would be like
Sitting on
pissing
the
in
shit,
boxes,
nigga sitting
stomping
on it.
on, stepping on the box or something. It would be like a TikTok trend to be like to just stomp on the box and then put it
Hey,
back
that
on.
was it. That was like the spitting on the box, TikTok.
Yeah, just to get one, to get one in a box that's not been fucked up would raise the value alone, because there would be so many that are got fucked up in the store. Just to get one, you'd have to get it before it out, right while it's still on the pallet. Like you have to like, oh,
Hey, you still got to be incognito about it because you don't want nobody to see you grab it.
I'm looking for the KKK one. Bruh, his
Hey,
album was on some other shit.
you going up there to pick up your order because you ordered it online? Yeah, I'm here to pick up my
James Gunn is on some other shit, bruh. Like, just even when he was in the jail saying all that racist shit, man, I was like, man, what the? And then when he told the lady, he was like, the Asian officer, when I was like, man, this dude is straight. Like, damn, they really went in. Like, they didn't hold back on the show, bro. Like,
No.
picking him as a true racist, they did not hold back. Like, I hated him.
Oh. Yeah.
But I was glad to see him go. I'm glad Peacemaker did the right thing.
But that's what I'm saying. They took a character because the origins of that character is that. I mean, he was a racist character, but
Hey, Lone Dragon's stupid clan master, but he spelled it like like Brian.
I mean, it took a character. That's what I'm saying. If you can take a character that's fucking racist and make him likable, Hasbro, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, I think my biggest problem about the Peacemaker show was they made Peacemaker go through character development too quick.
Too quick, yeah.
They shouldn't have made him likable so fast. They should have kept him an asshole for at least the whole season, and then maybe we see him start like turning a little bit. You know, he learned too much too quickly on how not to be like his father. Like when you're raised like that, you don't just become not like that in a couple of fucking really for them like a couple of days. Like that just doesn't happen like that.
So I think what it was supposed to be for John Cena's character, he wasn't racist per se.
He was just ignorant as fuck.
Yeah, but he was ignorant as fuck. Because of his upbringing.
Right.
But his dad for shit sure was racist.
Right. But I still think that they made him they developed him too quick. Because I would have liked to see, because how many more because some of the funny parts about him being Peacemaker was how fucking ignorant he was to the shit. Like the things that he would say, like you can't just go back to that in the second season.
Yeah, because the whole part of it was that he was trying to undo the racist shit that his dad did.
Right.
While still being Peacemaker and wearing the suit that his dad wore.
That shit was fucking hilarious. I love that show, man. That shit used to have me fucking dying, dude.
Man, this world's come a long way.
He's so fucking ignorant, man. That shit used to have me. That show had me cracking up so many times.
This world's come a long way, though, and I know it seems like seems like so many generations have passed and shit, man. But it's not that. Like we came from crazy times where they were cutting heads off.
Yeah,
they were setting people on fire at stakes and shit. If a woman spoke her mind, she was a witch or some shit. You know what I mean? Like these aren't that many hundreds of years ago type shit, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, but you have to be of a certain mindset when you watching shit. Because I'll admit, there's times where certain movies I be like, I can't watch this.
I got that
If I watch this, I'm gonna be pissed off.
For a couple more minutes, gigs. What up, man?
But I think that I don't know. I think that there's ways to do it. Like for example, Leonardo DiCaprio in Django. He played the hell out of that role. Some of the shit he said was fucking hilarious. You have my attention. That shit is hilarious, and I
Yeah, man,
find myself
having to
saying that
say,
all the
he
time.
said he was talking about having to say some of the stuff, man, was making him cry. He said
Yeah.
he did not like saying that shit, man. And Samuel L. was like, "You better say that shit," but he said, man, he was really like legit crying over having to be that character sometimes. But I mean, I guess so, man. But it was a good movie, man. Django, bro. There's this dude though, man, that makes these like. His name is like T Money So Funny or some shit, bro. He makes these videos that are like, if Django was in Memphis, like, bruh, bruh.
Oh
And he
God.
like scenes out of the movies. He did like Get Out, Juice, Poetic Justice, Coach Carter. Like he does
Wow.
like all like the roll bounce. Man, the one I watched, roll bounce. Roll, bro, this dude is so fucking funny, man. Cause he has it like how Memphis dudes talk, man. Man, bruh, you gotta watch like if Django was in Memphis. That shit'll have you screaming, bro. They did Color Purple, bro. Them shits be having me screaming. I be in my room like dying laughing, waking the house up, bro, because that shit be having me like, bro.
He's stupid.
That shit have me screaming in the house. That shit's so funny.
The lean on me shit was funny when he
Yeah,
talked.
hey. Now go to breakfast. You stupid. You got to see this shit, bro.
But that's another movie though. Like I don't know. So I'm thinking about it. I'm like, if you can make an unlike a movie that is really sad when you think about it. Django is a sad movie, but it's fucking hilarious.
It
That
is
is
sad.
hilarious. It's
It is sad
hilarious.
because it was shit that was really happening.
Yeah,
Happened.
but it's just the lines and the way it was delivered that for me, I was just like, oh my god.
Hey man,
I got a sense of humor.
Samuel L. Jackson was a bitch ass neighbor in that movie. Oh god damn, I hated him.
Master,
Oh,
who that neighbor up there on that nigga?
I hated him. But it was a good. Well, man, Quentin Tarantino's on some other shit, man. I don't be knowing about Quentin Tarantino either, man. He makes some decent movies, man. I don't.
I have never seen the Kill Bill series. I refuse to watch it.
They're boring as fuck.
Yeah.
They're some of the most boring ass movies that I have ever seen in my life.
When I looked at the lady, the girl, the main character, I was like, I can't take her serious.
Man,
I don't.
like they have like the spurts of heavy violence, but it's really like I can't, man. That shit's on some other shit. Kill
Like
Bill.
I seen the scene. I saw the scene where she fights Lucy Liu, and I mean it's cool, but it ain't like I mean you can go like watch some old Chinese martial arts flicks and get way better action than what you get in those Kill Bill movies.
Man, them IP mans, god damn.
Which
All
one? Which one? The one with Donnie Yen or the other guy?
all of them except the last one. All of them except the last one. Hey, I'm still amazed at the first IP man. I'm thinking like, man, because my homeboy had got me into them, man. And when I watched the first one, I was amazed at like, damn, they were pulling this shit off. Like, damn. The last one was shitty. It was pure propaganda. I hated that shit. Because it was truly like super propaganda. It was like it had the one black dude with an afro, it had the super white dude that's like beating on Asians just because like man, it was like a propaganda film just against Western culture, basically. Like fuck the US. Like it wasn't like the other ones. The fight scenes weren't even as good.
Who was it that fought Mike Tyson? Was that Donnie Yen? That was IP Man 3, I think.
Tyson IP Man. Yeah, it was IP Man 3.
Yeah.
It was the third one.
Hey, Jamie Foxx is getting ready for his shit, man. That's
He
Mike
getting ready to
Tyson.
play Spawn. Apparently, McFarlane has chose him to be Spawn.
He's getting bulked up to play Mike Tyson too.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Right. He's gonna be built for Spawn then.
I mean, he might as well. They might as well cross over and let him do Spawn if he's doing Mike Tyson.
You know, his physique is already gonna be there.
I don't know.
I don't know if Jamie Foxx is gonna be able to get as big as Mike Tyson was.
I know
They
that's
say
the.
he's doing good. They say he's doing good.
I saw some pictures. I saw some pictures of it today, and I still don't know about like I don't really like boxing movies. I don't really enjoy boxing movies, and the only way that I can watch the
Mike Tyson,
Tyson
dog.
movie,
Mike
unless Mike Tyson is like saying like I'm cool with this movie that this is I co-sign this movie, then I don't even want to see it.
Mm.
I don't even want to see it unless he co-signed it. I don't want to see it.
You know he's gonna co-sign.
You know what though? Didn't he say something in his podcast? And he was like, "Them." I know. I think they said a documentary was made about him that he had nothing to do with.
Yeah, and and I didn't watch it, so I didn't watch it. I hate when people do like these biopics and they don't really consult the actual person. You're just compiling here he said, and you're compiling shit that spilled over into the media, or of course we know the bad shit a person did because the world reports that, but we don't really know what this person like King Richard, right? Like I'm not gonna watch it, but it's just like you don't know how a father really was to his kids. Like I don't know, man. This shit. You're talking about the character of a man, so to me, that should be something that the kids should be involved in with making that movie. Like it's too easy to put Hollywood into.
They always like even with IP Man, some of that shit was embellished. Cause like, for example, like the way he was using Wing Chun in that movie, no. like the karate scene when he went in there and he was fighting all those people, that like no, that shit. They would have jumped his ass and that would have been the end of him.
There's sometimes, man, I don't know.
But like for boxing, I mean, as far as boxing movie goes, I mean, I like the Creed movies. I think those are pretty good.
It's the thing with boxing movies, though, man. They're always just really the same, essentially.
Yeah,
that's my only thing.
But
Except
I think they did it right when they did the Rocky movies and they did Creed, because the one thing they don't do is they don't make the main protagonist be invincible.
Damn near, but not invincible.
I didn't watch any of the Creed. By the time the Creed movies came out, done with I'm not even a big sports movie person. Like
Me neither.
Oh, how do you make a fake movie? How do you make a movie that's like faking a real?
We've all seen Rudy.
Rudy was okay.
Rudy.
Ali was good.
But I'm not like I don't know, man. It just be but
it burns when I pee. Wow. Okay, Lo.
too much. Especially like movies that have about MMA. Definitely not about to watch. I'm not about to watch that shit. I just can't do sports movies. I have no interest in them.
Well, part of the problem is that because, like, for example, I'm one of those people that when I watch some MMA fights and I watch like those one fight show, you know what I'm talking about? The one fight where they do like a lot of Muay Thai.
You talking about like I know what you're talking about.
They have the dude, like the biggest guy there is Rod Tang, and it's this other dang, it's a white dude from I think he's from England. He's pretty damn good too. Can't think of his fucking name.
I know what league you're
Something
talking.
Hager. Something Hager.
Hold on.
Basically, like sometimes when I be watching them fights, like I feel like those fights are fake. So when you watch a movie about it and you know it's fake, for me it just makes me question them even more.
It's not even that. Like it's hard for me like to see it as authentic looking at all. It doesn't look real to me when they do them. I don't know, man. It's kind of like watching wrestling.
See, but okay, that's a good example because I'm somebody who stopped watching wrestling once it became too fake. Like, I think that the one problem that a lot of these new guys have today is that they don't have the same like charisma to really sell this fake shit and make it look legit.
Maybe they don't care anymore.
Maybe they don't.
I think Vince McMahon is
he's desperate now.
He's big, like he's like the Jerry Jones of wrestling. He just has
Vince McMahon's problem is that he always
it's his way or
they got script writers, right? So they got script writers who write the scripts out. They determine how the flow of the show is supposed to go. And then at the last minute, Vince McMahon will be like, "Nah, fuck that. I don't want this to happen." And he'll change shit. I mean, at the last minute.
Like he really that persona that the show. Like, man, I didn't even know for years that I didn't even know that he was really like the actual like owner of fucking. I thought he was just a character. Like I always thought he was just like a character too. Like that's how fake.
Balls the size of grapefruits.
But Vince McMahon, that's a swole motherfucker right there, man. God damn, he's swole as fuck for real. I mean, it may be steroids, but he is jacked. Vince McMahon,
hell yeah, it was steroids.
So is jacked out of his goddamn man. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, he was big as shit.
Man,
I mean, you can go down the entire fucking roster. They were all on fucking steroids.
Man, he's still fucking jacked.
Oh yeah.
Move, Rabbit.
Yeah, he's like what, in his late 60s?
I think Vince McMahon is in his 70s, man.
Yeah, he might be in his 70s. Yeah, he's always been big as shit.
Bro, he's goddamn swole, man. Like, God almighty, this fucker is swole. Like, dude.
Settle down.
He's he's 76 years old.
That's crazy, dog. That's crazy.
Man, Kaz, just type in his name on like Google, man, and you will see the pictures of him. Like, you'll be like, man, there's no fucking, like, how do you look more swole than Arnold? Like, really, on some real shit. How are you this fucking jacked, dude? How is your heart still beating after all these, like, what the fuck?
But shit, when you got the kind of money that Vince McMahon has, shit, he got access to things we don't.
I guess so.
I mean, that dude is like still in top physical physique, at least for what we see.
That's a good one,
bro. Look at the one with him with the chains. That was when he was in like Men's Magazine or something with the chains and shit. Bro, that shit.
He's airbrushed and shit, though, man.
No, bro.
Nah, but he was that big, though.
Damn muscles. You cannot airbrush all them muscles.
Man, man, come on, bro.
Man,
hey, Kaz, you trying to say that he was the movie 300?
I know, man.
Sprayed on abs.
No, look at it. Come on, man.
Bro, that's him. That was man. Stop.
That shit look.
Stop. What about the other picture then with him and fucking Triple H? What's that? That's not airbrushed,
No, it's not. But I mean,
Look
okay.
at his muscles.
bro. He talking about some airbrushed.
Hey, but see, here's the thing about
Okay, all
Vincent. That
right.
dude has he is like fascinated with fucking muscle. He's infatuated with that shit.
But look right here though. This is what I'm talking about. That picture right there though.
Yeah, but see now that's off the juice.
He said that's off the juice. Okay.
Hell yeah, he ain't that big no more.
Man,
He's still big though, but he ain't that big.
There's no
bro.
doubt. He's judged.
Ah, damn! Look at that motherfucker, man. Come on, man. God damn, he looked like he could beat Undertaker's ass.
Lone Dragon. I think the H is actually
Most
Deuce.
bold dude on the roster. He got all these dudes on the roster. Hey man, did Lesnar ever go back to wrestling? What does the H stand for in Triple H?
I know his real name is Hunter something. I don't know his last name. I know his first name is Hunter though.
Headhunter.
Vince McMahon will beat your ass, Will.
Oh yeah. They probably would. Man, fuck it. I'm just playing.
He slapped the fuck out of you. He slapped.
Hey, that's you gotta go get that goddamn it for him.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Well,
Shit, him, Goldberg, Batista, fucking Bobby Lashley. Go look at him. Look at Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley.
Hey man, that shit be funny, man. The goddamn every Father's Day, man. I always would see the damn who was it, Chris Benoit? It always be him standing like angry looking, talking about some Happy Father's Day.
That was one of my favorite wrestlers, Chris Benoit. Yeah, Bobby Lashley is fucking huge.
Yeah, he is. I can't do that. I ain't got the dedication for all that. Shit.
And he's up there in age too. He ain't as old as Vince
I was about to
McMahon.
ask how old he was.
I think he's like in his late 40s, maybe his 50s.
Oh shit, okay. Yeah, you can definitely.
Bro, that's just ignorant, man. That's only for wrestling. Only that, man. That's like some old. That's just not real.
Yeah.
Not real. It's like.
But you know what's funny though? You want to know what's funny though? You see all the muscles and shit, but they're not that strong. They probably bench like maybe 415, maybe.
I mean, goddamn. I mean, shit.
That's a lot of weight, right? But when you think about it, like look at like people who participate in the World's Strongest Man competitions. They don't look like that.
Right. They don't look like they don't have those muscles at all.
No.
Definition.
Yeah, because all the muscles and shit, that's just for show.
Right.
You know, we've been taught that means strength. But if you look at someone like man, what's his fucking name? People say I look like him all the fucking time. Mark Henry.
Right.
You look at people like him, that dude's fucking strong for real.
Right, because they're not because they're not lifting like doing like 5 reps of 600 pounds real quick, like because all the bodybuilders are doing, they're just tearing muscle and then the muscle's rebuilding. They're not lifting for endurance or whatever. They're not strength training.
Yeah, they're doing reps.
Ripping muscle, and then the new muscle grows underneath, and they drinking the protein shakes and ripping more muscles, and like you really just shredding. You're literally, when you're shredded, you're really just shredding your body for real, for real.
Yep. And then what happens is what happens like what happened to my grandpa, where he can't even wipe his own ass. But when he was in his younger days, when he fought Nam, man, I just happened to come across this picture one day. Man, I was like, God damn, this dude was huge. I mean, just but now he paid for it. He can't wipe his own ass.
Damn, that's not funny.
It's not funny, but it's just like, damn, that's a real result. Like when you get all the muscles and shit like that, and it like permanently changes your body.
Yeah.
Like half of them can't reach behind their back. Like if you put a kick me sign on their back, they can't reach that shit.
Yeah, because their shit's fucked.
Can't reach around. Well, shit, fellas, I think I'm gonna call it, man. I'm getting tired of here. It's 1:05.
All right.
All right, y'all.
I was telling that to someone else, different Kaz.
Yeah, of course.
My bad.
He was telling to that other Kaz.
Yeah, the other Kaz. This is the real Kaz is streaming the real Kaz.
It's Floor Repair Wednesday. We ain't even talked about Flex, man. What's 21?
I was about to say, man, we ain't even talked about Flex. Don't worry, but we will tomorrow. We'll have plenty of time.
Yeah, plenty of time.
All right.
It's 21.
Right.
I mean, at least I made the picture. We're getting.
We got the thumbnail. Good job.
All right, y'all.
All right, everybody have a good day today, man. Appreciate
we gotta leave with a song, man. We gotta leave with a song.
Pick a song.
Oh.
Pick it.
Yeah, that is something y'all should do. Leave with a song every night.
Yeah, leave with a hymn.
What number?
Turn to the book of Flex.
No, play the what was it? Play the Friday the 13th one.
18. We got our vote for 18. 18 and we out.
Straight said the Friday the 13th.
18. 18 was the first vote. That was the deal. Hold on.
All right, fuck it. I'll do it tomorrow.
The Friday the 13th was tight, though, man.
All right, here we go. 18. Where is 18? Jesus Christ.
18. I don't even remember which one that was.
Flex of the Beast.
The Flex of the Beast.
Yeah, that's 18. Yeah. All right. So
I was tired of this shit.
All right, we out, y'all.
All right.
It's Flex Friday. Kaz Grow Records, bitch. Jesus and Kaz on the track.
It's the Kasual Toy Chat.
You fucking with the gods, we here to pass judgment. What's it gonna be? The ground or acknowledgement? What will come first? Pain or defeat? You will never endure the flex of the beast. As I descend through the clouds for the 50th time, with more chains on than the last time. Still guzzling liquor, still hitting that green. If I didn't mention that, what would a flex song be? Something about how the diamonds in the chain be blinging. It's reached the point of no return. They even got Cass singing, dropping so many hits, I'm hallucinating. All hail to the flex and fuck Satan. Got thrones on top of thrones, I'm on top of the thrones. The stack stretches deep into the stratosphere, so high up that I disappear. Pressure builds, a star is born. Did I mention chains? Fucking with the gods, we here to pass judgment. What's it gonna be? The ground or acknowledgement? What will come first? Pain or defeat? You will never endure the flex of the beast.
Beasts in his shit. Just call us the behemoths, annihilating foes of anyone that is deemed threat. Swim by the chains, rings, diamonds in a big S. Toys, blunts, Delta 8, liquor and cigarettes. What we gon' do? Drop the ball on a roulette. Rap, rock and roll, R&B of that quartet. This shit's a piece of cake. I've been rapping since cassettes. Run that line back, push the Pause on a tape deck. And now they jacking swag. Gotta love a copycat. But the casual toy chat on Friday where the real one's stopping at. These man on his shit. Like that guy from O2. Anomaly in a flexor verse. Got a vengeance like I'm Khonshu.
You fucking with the gods. We here to pass judgment. What's it gonna be? The ground or acknowledgement? What will come first? Pain or defeat? You will never endure the flex of the beast.